You know, you can be all the things you always wanted to be. Beautiful, sexy, easy as 1, 2, 3.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow, baby. Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow.
Hey Avengers, happy Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday, right? So my have things surely changed, hunty. Changes have I'm actually surprised nobody have noticed a sudden shift in things around here. My. Good morning. So Nina Loves was here early, child. She was here early. She said, people was worried for Angela. I am very worried for Jack's mom. That poor elderly woman is not able to do much for herself. None of us know what Angela is capable of. Has APS been called for her? And it's interesting because when Nina Loves left this comment, she had no idea what my live was going to be about. But this comment is like spot on to what I'm going to be discussing. In some form or fashion. Child, a lot has changed, hunty, on these YouTube screens. It's a lot of flip-flopping and scams running amok, child. It's like a scam here and scam there. And it's like Oprah saying, you get a scam, you get a scam, you get a scam, you get a scam, you get a scam in my Oprah voice. And it's not just lasagna, linguine, broke down Lamborghini that's out here scamming the girls. There's a scammer that people really wasn't paying attention to that was scamming and now has completely changed the tune, and I'm gonna get into it in just a moment. But let me wait until I get 5 minutes in, because at the 5-minute mark is usually when most of my like people are here that's gonna be here and present. So let me go ahead and get some morning shout outs out the way, child. Good morning, Miss Daly. Good morning, Miss Gardner. Okay, I see y'all dropping those words. Hit that like, y'all. Let's show our girl some love because we know it's going to be good, hunty. Thanks for getting me through my Friday work shift. Yes, hunty, yes. Well, pretty much I'm going to be just going over some Lagena videos that I didn't finish up. And she also went live yesterday. Also, I did talk to Lagena's sister. Yes, I talked to Lagena's sister that I said I was talking to before. You know, the people try to like make the sister not talk to me, but it didn't work. Okay. She always responds to me. So it never worked. Okay. You wish you had it like that. You wish you had that much power over things, but you don't. Because like anybody knows, like it can be Jalen Lewis, it could be Shanquella Robinson case. It's like people open up to me, people talk to me. You know, I just have a way of like getting my questions answered, and you know that's how it goes. Okay, so like even with the Shanquella Robinson, like one of the Cabo Six, like most people can't really get questions answered by one of the Cabo Six, but like look who did, me. Okay, so I'm just saying. There's a way to go about things, okay? And the first one starts with not being known as like it's being a little bit trustworthy, you know? And also it's being a bit like you have cooped about yourself, how you move to the YouTube screens, or how you move as a person in general, where people can be like, well, I can tell this person something, and then they'll have like more I would say ethics and like integrity. Even though they are journalists, they will still have some sort of integrity. And what I mean, and also I'm going to this, is that when I came into this whole Lagena thing, I didn't jump right in and say, oh, she's a scammer, or she's this, or she's that. I came in from my first video. I said, I am observing and I'm going to look into this to see my perspective and see, and let's go into it. And I said, I'm going to be on the fence until I actually see whether I believe it's a scam or if I believe is she has mental health issues, but it's also a scam as well. But she has mental health issues, but it's also deliberate and calculated on certain things. So I was just weighing it back and forth. However, I didn't jump right in and starting this whole thing about, oh, we need to rescue her. We need to rescue her. We need to save her. We need to start a movement like hashtag send her home. Oh, what happened to that movement? Hashtag send her home. She's in danger, because last time I checked, she's still over there at Jack's. She's still not back home. So what happened to the whole hashtag send her home movement that a creator started? So I'm like, you were collecting cash apps, you were collecting super chats, you were having people like bleeding their hearts out, like we need to rescue her. You were sending police to random places to rescue her, and child, it's just a mess. I'm like, now I'm watching the video from yesterday, and now the same person that started this hashtag rescue the scammer is talking about, oh, now the people on the panel are calling her a scammer. Okay, well, why did you start this whole movement before you did your research, Hunty, and investigated and looked into things first before you started collecting money and funds and donations and doing all this stuff for somebody that you now call a scammer? So I'm just trying to see what changed. Okay, let me tell y'all what I talked to the sister about, but let me go ahead and say my good mornings. And now I'm not blaming this on anybody that's a viewer or a subscriber. I'm talking about a creator that started a movement and got the people to feel sorry for Linguini, because that's what happens when you create a movement like that to rescue somebody. People start feeling sympathy for that person, and then you allow that person to continue a scam. You give that person a lot of attention, go on live 19 hours a day to rescue that person, and then it turns out they're scam. Now weeks later, y'all are saying they're scamming. Okay, well, you should have researched this person before you made all these lives to rescue a scammer. Like, so your hashtag should be let's rescue a scammer. Now, at the beginning, I talked to the sister, and the sister already had said that the family. Okay, let me be clear. The sister is an individual, and so are the other family members. They are an individual, so you cannot speak. One person can't speak for their entire family. Okay, but when I spoke to the sister, she said the main sister that did the first petition to commit Linguini, I spoke to that sister at the very beginning. It's called looking into things and researching it and understanding. And the sister had said, so she's the main person, that she was pretty much done because she had already tried to petition and have her committed, and she got out. And that also every time she tried to reach out, she got negative feedback and pushback and anger from her, and like she was trying to help her, but she just kept biting her hand. So everybody know when you're trying to help somebody keep biting your hand, they're going to stop, because like who wants to keep on like, and she's also grown. Okay, so I said that. Now she had other family members on her panel, and they were saying certain things, and one of them actually said this is a scam, but she still kept on with this hashtag send her home, hashtag send her home, go home, she's not safe there. And now all of a sudden that movement where's that movement? I'm saying, what changed? Like, what happened to that whole send Lagena home movement? Because she's still not home. Like, what happened to the movement? Oh, now you're on your panel saying she's a scammer. Interesting. So now, like, you collected all that money for all the people bleeding their hearts out and saying we need to send her home. You collected all those super chats and cash apps and okay. So let me go ahead and get into what I talked to the sister about, because I'm getting ahead of myself. Good morning, Star Alexander. Good morning, Gene and Woman. It's the weekend, baby. Hey, Danny Moz in chat, where everyone has a lovely Friday. Yes, Auntie, yes. Hey, Brenda, good morning. Valerie, sincerely me, my mod. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, hit that like button, y'all. Go ahead and hit that like button. Good morning, Kelly, Caroline, Elaine. Oh, a lot of people are here this morning. Oh, y'all are up for this Friday, child. Good morning, Elaine. Turquoise. So let's see, Nina, Imani. Yes, good morning, Avengers. Good morning, Penelope. I love that name, Penelope. So yeah, I'm just curious to know what happened to this whole movement. And it's like now the content is drying up, child, with Jag because she's in the hospital. So I don't know. Maybe now they're flip-flopping on this whole movement. And again, subscribers and viewers, I'm not blaming you because I mean, if a creator comes up with this movement of hashtag send her home and they get you all in your fifis and your feelings to help a scammer, right? And then like weeks later, after you gave them all your super chats and cash apps and donated to their channel to help rescue Lagena because you think she needs rescue. And now in that same panel, they're calling her a scammer. They're calling her lasagna. They're calling her other names. They're calling her a liar. But this was the same panel that was just like, we're team Lagena. We're team rescue her. I'm just confused. So maybe somebody out there can clarify. Okay. I'm just wondering what happened to the movement. And I have some videos to play you. Okay. So okay, I think we have enough people here. So I'll go ahead and what I talked to the sister about. Good morning, Sunshine. So let me tell you what I talked to the sister about. Okay, so basically, Lagena has been saying that she asked her family, she said she asked her family members to take a DNA test and they refused. And I'm talking about her, obviously her biological family. We're not feeding into delusion. Her biological family, and they would take a DNA test and they refused. So of course, since I said I talk to the sister every now and then, I reached out and I said, did you did you ever refuse like the DNA test? Like, did she ever ask you? And did you refuse? Okay, and let me pull up the message. So I want to make sure I'm not going to post it, but I'm going to pretty much like go over what was stated. Wait 1 second. Now, keep in mind that this sister is the one that actually petitioned for her to be committed to the hospital the first time. Okay, and I already posted the petition papers. This sister is also the one that they needed to come on to Hear Him's channel. They needed her to come on the channel because she is the one that will have more information and have more capability to actually like have her petition or whatever else. Okay. That's why the family always calls on this sister. So Dominique is the one they always call on. So when they had her on a panel and she read my messy email out loud, child, I'm saying that I'm messy, but that was also messy, to be honest, to read that email out loud, knowing what it said, that she was a mommy biter. But anyway, so that's neither here nor there. But so they had to bring her on that channel just to get the like correct information. See what I mean? So the auntie knows things, but I mean, like she still needed the niece to come, which is Dominique. So that's why I said I spoke to Dominique. You get it? I mean, I don't have to go through the auntie to get to Dominique. I just spoke to Dominique. Skip the middle person. Okay. So basically she said, let me pull up my thing. Okay. Where is it? She basically was saying that when she first started asking her to take a DNA test, she was saying, let's do it. So she was all for it. Let's do it. Okay. So when her sister was saying, let's do it when she first was asking her. So when Lagena was first asking, she said, let's do it. And before she was hospitalized or committed, she was also saying like, yeah, let's do it. And then she said, but when she started talking shit, once she was out and she started talking shit, that's when she said, okay, well, if you don't want to be my sister no more, then we don't need no test, like, bye. Okay, because at that point, Lagena was like attacking her and saying like defaming her and saying all kind of things about her. So at that point, she was like wiped her and clean. She also has children, so she said, "Well, okay, she's done with this." Okay, so if you actually know, like her, every time she tries to help, Lagena like attacks her and like lies on her, like defames her and things like that. And also like when she committed, had her committed through the courts. Lagena started sending her like things like saying she's gonna sue her, and what else she said. She also sent her like a little like she posted like a little screenshot of like her like First Amendment rights to freedom. So pretty much she said, well, there's nothing she can do. She has 2 children and she's refusing help. And when she did petition the courts to have her committed, she was out in a short time. And just like even with Jag doing now, Lagena was in there. She blocked all access to Dominique, her sister, so she couldn't be able to like know any information or help her with anything, right? Because I mean, you don't have any more access to the person. Now I was wondering that at the time too, and now I'm like, how can you petition someone to be committed, and then once they're in there, they can now block you from knowing anything or what's happening or anything like that. So then you're no longer updated. So that's what Lagena did to her sister. And since her sister was out, since she was out, her sister Dominique has tried to reconnect with her. But every time she tries to reconnect with her or do anything, then Lagena starts with the attacks and the, like defamation and attacking her and being nasty. So then she's like, she just withdraws. So now she's like, well, she's grown and everything else. So when people are saying, send her home, I'm like, send her where? Because the main person in her life that actually petitioned to have her committed has already like wiped her hands clean of this and like said, well, she has her 2 children and just like, okay, you're not my sister. So pretty much she was willing to do the DNA test before Angela started attacking her, and then before she blocked her and said like, bye. Okay, so she was willing to do it before she started the nasty attacks. So that's the answer. So I haven't even seen like the family on Ham's channel anymore. I haven't seen like the family members, but I know like the cousin was saying it was all a scam, and then the auntie was going back and forth between the scam and not a scam. But she was also calling her a liar. We can actually watch that today, and we can watch that part of the snippet where the family was pretty much calling her a liar and a scammer. But they continued on with that same movement of hashtag send her home, hashtag send her home, hashtag send her home, and had all these people wanting to support the movement and by financially supporting it, using these hashtags and all these like hundreds of videos talking about hashtag send her home. And now magically over like seemed like it just that whole movement just went away. So I'm gonna pull up some videos. So yeah, this is giving me it's a scam, because if you start a movement to send somebody home, then that where's the movement? What happened to it? Because that's why people were subscribing to your channel. That's why they were donating to you. That's why they were coming on your panel crying, because they thought you needed to rescue this girl. And now weeks later, you're calling this same girl that you said you wanted to rescue a scammer. And she's still over there, and she's not, like you said, she needs rescue. So what happened? What had happened? She's still over there. And last time I checked, somebody posted her address. Like, didn't the Goomba post the address? So now y'all know where she's at. And where's the rescue? Where is the rescue? I'm curious. So I said it's more than it's a bunch of it's a creative scammers going around here. So let me pull up this other video. Hold on. Yes, you get a scam. You get a scam. You get a scam. You get a scam. Good morning, Miss Maya. And now again, I'm not blaming subscribers and viewers on this, because y'all just watch. And it's something everybody knows when you hear like a sob story and some kind of like you need to rescue somebody, it brings you like your emotions. And especially a lot of us are women and like nurturing. We see like this woman is that in childlike, and like, oh my gosh, we need to rescue her. We need to rescue her. And then that can lead to like bleeding hearts and people sending money and donations. They're hashtagging send her home. And now the same people that were saying hashtag send her home, we care about you, Angela, we need you home, Angela, are calling her lasagna, calling her a scammer, and they're calling her all these things. Now, do I believe it's a scam? Yes, I do. But I'm not the one. Hey, I'm not the one that started a movement saying to rescue a scammer. I'm just saying. So my question is, if somebody, I can drop the link, somebody can come up here and explain what happened to the movement to rescue Lagena, lasagna, because it was heavy and it was like all day and night. All I heard was send the scammer home, send the scammer home, send her home. You're not safe. You're in danger. You're in danger. Send her home. Now all of a sudden she's a scammer and she's a liar. Ooh, my. I was just saying, okay, so, but let me read some of y'all comments and thoughts, because like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up some videos, because they were also like in this whole movement of hashtag send her home. People were sending people out to old addresses. Then Jag said, let me pull up the video of Jag saying that somebody went to her old address, some of hers, looking for a Lagena to hashtag rescue Lagena. And then it was the old address of somebody else was living there. And that person has I think a 4-year-old child. And they was like, oh my gosh, the police came to the house and it was like a 4-year-old there, and another family that they got bombarded because hashtag rescue Lagena. Okay, if you're going to start a movement, that's fine. But it's funny how weeks later, now you're calling the same person a scammer. So that means that all these weeks and all these super chats and all these donations later, you're pretty much were telling people to rescue a scammer, because you just called her a scammer on y'all panel. Y'all calling her a scammer the last few days. I'm just saying. Or should I say the last week y'all been calling her a scammer? So now that means that people have been sending money to your channel and supporting your movement, because not the viewers, not the subscribers, but the creator started a movement to rescue her. And that's how she built her channel off this whole Jag thing. And she needed to be rescued from Jag's hands or grabs or reach or whatever, but she's still over there, and then movement ended. Okay, so I said, what changed? And I've already said from the beginning that the sister was pretty much done, because the sister had already tried everything she could do. So where was she actually going to go back to over there? And then she was already attacking the other family members too. I already knew this because I talked to the sister Dominique, that pretty much the family were done because of all her like outbursts and like they were trying to help her, and she's not really letting them help her. Okay, so I was like, where are they gonna send her home to? But that's their movement, so that's their thing. They was rescuing her child, but now all of a sudden she no longer needs rescue, because now they're calling her a scammer. So I guess instead of just coming out and saying, well, we changed our mind now, we see that she's a scammer, they're like, oh, she's a scammer, and then now just move on. You should have done your research. Like when I came to the mic, I said, hey y'all, let's look into this. Let's see if it's all about her being her mental illness and she's having actual delusions and it's something she cannot control, or is this actually she still has mental health issues, but this whole Aaliyah and R. Kelly love child thing is a scam, and it's deliberate and calculated. And I said, let's look into it, and then we'll determine what we all think. I didn't come on here and start a whole movement to rescue a scammer child. Nah, because as a person of it, you have to actually, with the platform, you have to look into things first before you present something to an audience and say, hey, we need to rescue this person, without actually doing your research or due diligence to see what this person is all about. And then collect all this money, and the money wasn't really going towards Lagena. Now the sympathy was going towards her, but the money was going towards the creator on their channel to get super chats and cash outs and all this new subscribers and everything else for their channel. And then all of a sudden, Lagena's still not home, but the whole mission stops, and now they're calling her a scammer. So I'm gonna play some video clips of this whole thing, from the movement to all of a sudden the change in tides. Hey, Triggered. Good morning. Michelle Love. Good morning, Madam OTM. Yes, having integrity is so important. That's a fact. Just call her a social worker, child. So let's see here. Let's see. Yes, that's my second channel, which I will be on later today. Okay, so the first video we're gonna watch is Jag. Wait, I think we need to probably watch. Let me just go ahead to this other video first. Child. Woo! Child. Oh yes, Hunty. Yes, this whole thing has spawned an ecosystem of new scams. Yes. See, people were out here calling other people a scammer, but then I'm like, hold on. The biggest look, the reason Lagena's story has gained like even more like popularity and even more attention because everybody on here, not everybody, but a lot of people supported this creator in her movement to rescue her. And it was like, send her home, send her home. So that created a whole thing to rescue her and to get her, that gave her more sympathy and more people wanted to help her. And if someone is scamming, then that means you don't do all these things to rescue a person. And now you're saying, oh, this person's a scammer. Well, now you have already created a movement to rescue somebody. So now you're saying, okay, all these weeks I've been telling all my people to support my movement to rescue this person. And now I'm going to tell them, oh, never mind, she's a liar and a scammer. Well, I think you need to refund those people their super chats and all the money they donated towards your cause when now it's actually a scam. So you actually contributed towards this scam pretty much. And the money actually didn't even go to Lagena. It went to your channel. So you pretty much hustle people with this whole send her home movement, and her ass still ain't home. She's still under Jag's grafts. She's still under Jag's grafts. She's at Jag's mother's house. So she's still not home. So your movement should still be ongoing. But your movement has now changed to, oh, she's a scammer and a liar. So that means what happened to y'all? Let me pull out some videos because this ain't making no sense. This ain't making no sense. If Jag's mom were placed in assistive living, then that whole gang will have no access to her money and will be forced to do something else. I wouldn't actually say that she would need to be in assistive living or anything like that. No, because most people want to be at home with their family more comfortable, not like that. That hairdo look okay. I'm not gonna read that comment. Okay, I'm not gonna be saying that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I don't click on some of this stuff because no, I don't say that on my channel. Okay. Let's see. Good morning, Ladybug Trucker. So let me read some of these comments before I click because sometimes I'm used to like my regulars and I can just pin the things without actually reading first. But now I make sure I have to make sure I read stuff first before I pin it. Yeah. Okay, so let me go back down. Yeah, so let's go up. We're gonna get into some videos to see what happened to this whole movement because that's why I said what changed, and I also want to go into the latest happenings as well. Good morning, April. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Omar. Top of the morning. Latin girl. Hey, hey, hey. Jane Artist, I did not fall for none of this. Yeah, the thing is, like, if you come into something, make sure you just do your due diligence and actually look into it and first before you make a decision. You don't start a whole movement to rescue somebody if you're unsure of what's going on, because you can't like start this whole movement and have everybody feeling sorry for her, going live after live after live after live of rescue her, involving the police to go rescue her. And then now, so you're saying now that you actually were calling the police to go here and there to rescue somebody that you're now calling a scammer. So that was a waste of police resources to go rescue somebody that you're now calling a scammer. It doesn't really make sense. And then one of the addresses they went to, let me play the video of Jag talking about one address they went to. Somebody else was living there, and that was common sense. Like, I looked it up and I saw that I could easily see that Jag was no longer there. So why would you send police to that address? It doesn't make sense. Let me play that one first. So Jag is pretty much saying like it was a nut. Somebody else was living there, and I guess a 4-year-old child. Hold on, where is it? Okay, for the people just getting here, I pretty much was just talking. You have the podcast replay, but I was just talking to Legena's sister, and she is now refusing to take a DNA test because she's no longer, she pretty much had cut her off because of the negativity and the her attacking her and like defaming her and everything else every time she tries to reach out. So now she's not really, pretty much like cut her off. And someone is toxic, and because she has 2 children as well. And she already has tried to petition the court before and have her committed. We already know that she was committed because she tells that story, and she was let out. So now the sister is pretty much like, she's tried it, and now she's like, she's grown, and there's nothing she can do, right? So let's see. So in this video right here, Jag pretty much talks about how police were sent over to a man's her old address, and another family was there. And I think that's like a short. Well, there's actually another video, but I will actually find the video because she has so many freaking videos.
To be working together, and they called the police over to that man's house and scared the shit out of a 4-year-old child. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
So there's another video that's longer, but pretty much they, as part of trying to rescue Lagena, the scammer, they actually sent police officers out to an old address, and other people are living there now, and including a 4-year-old child or whatever. So that was the wrong address. And everybody know that at that time, when they were out to eat, they were anywhere, they were like, oh, I'm trying to figure out where Jag and Lagena are so we can send the police there to rescue Lagena, rescue Lagena, rescue Lagena. And now on the same panel, within the last week, they have been calling her a scammer and a liar. So now it turns out they have changed their tune, and now they believe that she's a liar and a scammer. Okay, so they should have done their research on her before starting this whole movement and scamming people out of all these super chats and money for their channel to support a movement that was actually turned out to be fake. Okay, what about the DNA test? Yeah, they still haven't, she still hasn't taken the DNA test yet. I mean, we already know the answers and the results of the DNA test. However, as far as Lagena, she still hasn't taken one. Okay. Thanks for joining my channel, Jane Artist. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Avengers. Okay, so I'm gonna, some people like, what panel? So let me go ahead and pull up, let me go ahead and start some videos. Okay, so hold on. Because I was assuming that people already knew about this. Oh yeah, and of course, Child, it's a lot of nicknames for her. Yes, this will not be tolerated on my channel. That's why I said I'm not gonna go over that other comment. Even though Lagena is a scammer, let's not shame her natural hair, because a lot of women hair is natural, to keep the insult sensible. Definitely do not make fun of natural hair. Now, wigs are different, but natural hair is off limits. I do not tolerate that on my channel at all. 100% at all. I'm all 100% for natural hair. Okay, so no, I don't tolerate that. Now wigs, like I said, now natural hair is not like permed. I don't permed hair. Okay, so some people are like, oh well, that's somebody has a permed hair. That's not natural. That's chemically treated hair. Okay. Now some people do chemically treat their hair and it's really permed, and they fry it up. Their hair gets fried. Now there's a difference between chemically treated permed hair and natural hair that's growing out of your scalp that you have that chemically treated. And I don't mean like you dyed it, like some people dyed it like black or whatever color they want to. It's still their natural hair texture. And I don't care if it's from 4A to what people say 4Z. I don't even get into the texturism and all that other stuff. Okay, anything growing out of your scalp is natural coils, curls, whatever you want to say. Okay, that's not tolerated on my channel. And actually, so wouldn't be surprised she actually saw my video, because I actually mentioned that she should wear her natural hair. I prefer that over those plastic wigs, and I also prefer over that mini turban. Okay, so she wants to tie her up into a little puff, then that's fine. I like it better that way. Okay, so I hope I got that out of the way. So sincerely me, hey. I had to follow a lot of people that mess with my money. Good morning, do the right thing. I am still waiting on y'all to donate to my Cash App so that I can prove James Ingram and Patti LaBelle are my parents in vocal lessons. Y'all can't say LaGuardia and then not want to help me, child. All right, now y'all. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the first video, child. Hold on. And I'm going to go over Lagena's new videos. But first, I want to talk about this movement, child, because it just came to me. And I was like, something changed on YouTube. Because at first, it seemed like it was like something was going on. Like it was like a movement. And if you know anything about a movement, people notice when something like changes, because a movement is like, usually a movement has like a conclusion or an ending. Right. And when I was listening, I'm like, hold on, is this their conclusion to the whole movement, is that she's a scammer? So that means that you assisted with this scam by saying we need to rescue the scammer for all these weeks. Interesting. Okay, so I mean, I have my own movements as well. I have the Justice for Jalen Lewis and Justice for Jaguar Robinson, two movements that I'm helping with. I'm not saying I control those moves. I'm saying I'm helping with those movements. Okay. Now, let's see. But obviously, those two are not like any the scam. Now, come on. Like if somebody's helping with that, they're actually helping with like something real and important. Okay. Let's see. So this is the one video. It says, Lagena girl, you are in danger. Jaguar Wright does not mean you well. Okay, and this was about 3 weeks ago. You are in danger. Jaguar Wright does not mean you well. Okay. This would make people think that they need to rescue her from Jag, that she needs help, and that she is not like a willing participant in all of this, that we need to rescue her. So that's why people were sending super chats to this channel. They were sending cash apps. They were just really showing support to this channel and trying to get behind the movement that we need to rescue her, and call the police here, and call the police at the restaurant, call the police there, where is she located, and all this stuff to rescue her, to now call her a scammer. So let's listen to some of this video. Because there is too many videos to watch, because some videos are 9 hours long, some are 19 hours long, but all these videos pretty much have the same message: rescue the scammer, rescue the scammer. Send her home, child. Hold on. So, like, again, I'm not blaming the viewers and subscribers, because y'all just watch. And then sometimes when y'all watch something, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to help save this person. I need to save this person, because, I mean, this person is like, oh my gosh, I really need to help this creator to save this person. So y'all just give y'all money and y'all coins, right? For the movement. And I'm a firm believer in starting movements, but the movement has to be legit and confirmed. So let's see. Let's see here. Ciao.
If I give any advice to you, it would be to call Jaguar and tell Jaguar to put the girl on the bus and send her home. Because at the end of the day, whatever this ends up turning out to be, it's going to affect everybody that had an involvement. You know what I'm saying? So it's already bad now. I wouldn't want it to get worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, accept it for what it is right now. Send her home safe and sound. If I was him, I would be on the phone. Send that girl on the bus. Send that girl on the bus. And you know what? If she don't, if he called her and tell her, Jag, please send that girl home. Send that girl home. Send that girl home. And she refused to send her home. If I was him, I would expose that shit. And look, we already know he was, a part of it. I would tell her, send her home. And if she don't, I would be on my whatever station head live, and I would be like, I told her send her home. They don't want to send her home because if you want to back out, back all the way out and do the right, tell her. Tell her.
Because it seems
I'm telling you,
how
should
they say
tell
when
her.
you protect somebody and they do some fuck shit, you just as complicit as they are. You're just as guilty as the nigga doing the bullshit because you're protecting them.
I'm
so
telling
for him
you.
to get up.
Okay, so let me go ahead and find another video. But there's like I said, a lot of videos talking about send her home, send her home, send her home, that she's unsafe with Jag, that she doesn't know anything, like pretty much of what she's doing. She's been taken advantage of and everything else. But now, as it turns out, she is a willing participant. She wants to be there. And now they know, and they're saying, oh, she wants to be there. She's not really being held captive. And she's making her own decisions, and pretty much that she's a scammer. So the things have changed. Wait 1 second.
The whole thing is fuck.
Okay, when check the head.
That intro be taking part of it. I would tell her, send that girl home, send that girl home, send that girl home. And she refused to send her home. If I was him, I would expose that shit. And look, we already know he was, a part of it. I would tell her, send her home. And if she don't, I would be on my whatever station head live, and I would be like, I told her send her home. They don't want to send her home because if you want to back out, back all the way out and do the right, tell her. Tell her.
Because it seems
I'm telling you,
how
should
they say
tell
when
her.
you protect somebody and they do some fuck shit, you just as complicit as they are.
Whole thing is fuck all the niceness, yo. Tell them to send that girl home, and if they don't send her home, I'll be singing like a canary. They listen, put it out there, because you pleading your case right now on YouTube or on Station Head. So Jaguar, don't act like you didn't know. Okay? Mm-hmm. They want you to send her home. And if King Kane and Sean is, have some compassion, they will call her and tell you, send her home, because you're dragging them in something that they don't want no parts of. Mm-hmm. And that's not fair to them. You're holding her against her will. You keep saying that she's 27. She's 27 years old, and she's mentally ill. She cannot consent.
Okay, so she was saying pretty much that she was 27, she's mentally ill, she cannot consent to anything, send her home. And she was making her to be a victim of the victim of this whole situation, and not really holding her accountable for her part in it. And now, weeks later, she's saying that they're saying now on the same panel that Lagena is a liar and a scammer. So I was like, what had happened? What had happened? She was mentally ill. She needed to be rescued. You were calling the police to go to restaurants. You were calling the police to go to old addresses to rescue Lagena because you said she was mentally ill. She cannot give consent to anything, and she needed to be rescued. So a lot of people were supporting your channel and your movement. They were all in the chat typing, send her home, send her home. You're telling people to hashtag this. Okay? So that's why I said you were actually contributing to everybody giving her sympathy and more support. Because without you saying that she needed to be rescued, people would have thought maybe she's a scammer instead of a victim that needs to be rescued. I mean, how can she be mentally ill and she can't give consent in this video, but now you're calling her a scammer? A scammer will actually be someone that is fully capable of making decisions and in their like fully capable of making decisions to scam people and deliberate and calculated. So let's go see some more horn.
You need to send her home.
Like yesterday.
And she knows how this feels.
On the
Remember
plane, not the bus.
Yes.
Remember she would film herself trying to go get her son and would talk all that stuff.
You hear this stupid bitch?
What?
Pull up and I will blow my son's ashes in your face and hit you with a broken French. Don't play with me.
Yeah, we know your mouth is deadly. We know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just do the right thing and send her home. She has family waiting for her. That's it. That's all. Send her home, and you know that's the right thing to do.
You feeling
Stop
a little
being greedy.
unfit? You feeling unfit, Ashy? Feeling unfit? You should. Throwing your son's ashes all over the face, all over the place. Shame on you. Shame. Shame.
That's some dementia shit right there. That
So Jaguar, don't act like you didn't know. Yeah, we know your mouth is deadly. We know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just do the right thing and send her home. She has family waiting for her. That's it. That's all. Send her home, and you know that's the right thing to do.
You feeling
Stop
a little
being greedy.
unfit? You feeling unfit, Ashy? Feeling unfit? You should. Throwing your son's ashes all over the face, all over the place. Shame.
All right. You right, sunshine. Mm-hmm. They all have broken the law by it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it would be better to send her home than not.
Yeah.
But anyways, let me go ahead and nobody got them, child. What I'm saying is that you start a movement. Now, this person is known for saying everybody is scamming, everybody is scamming, everybody is scamming, or everybody is assisting in the scam, or assisted in the scam, or assisted in the scam. Well, this is actually assisting in the scam, and this actually caused the scam to get more momentum because people were really like riding for rescuing her. That was like the big thing on YouTube, is to rescue Lagena from Jag. Rescue Lagena from Jag. That was a big thing, and it was started by this creator. So we have to call a spade a spade. Okay? So once people believed that they had to rescue Lagena, she got more sympathy. And she also will get more support because people really believe that she was really believing this whole thing, that she needed to be saved and rescued. There's other videos as well. And like I said, and then don't forget, they also brought police into this, because when they brought police into this, police will be called to different places to go and try to find Lagena. It could be restaurants, it could be an old address and things like that. Police were being sent around to try to rescue Lagena. Okay. So pretty much I'm saying, like, okay, the movement ended, but it's like there was like not any like updates on it or anything else. It was just like, okay, now she's just a scammer. And then we're just going to move on now. We're just going to move on after we just assisted her in scamming all these people. And to be honest, the creator is the one that scammed, because why would you actually start a movement without actually doing your research and due diligence and say, let me look into this and see if this girl is actually doing this deliberately or if she's actually needing help. You don't just automatically just jump in and say, oh, we're going to rescue somebody without actually even knowing the person or even knowing what's really going on with the person. And that will actually start. The family actually said on the panel that she's lying and that she's scamming. There was 2 family members on your panel that both said it, but you still continued on with that she needs to be rescued. So I'm saying that during this whole time, that's what actually led this to keep going and going and going, is that whole movement about rescuing her was spread by only like maybe a couple of people. Well, I would say this probably this channel I seen say rescue her. Where's that other video? Was it this? I think it was this one. Wait.
And woke up and she got arrested.
Yeah. Yep. So this is a good the perfect time for Angela to go home.
Oh yeah, it's perfect.
Yep.
Perfect time. Wherever Angela is, Jag is very calculating. So for anyone to assume that she did not anticipate that what is going to happen, doesn't seem to be able to read the room, so to speak.
Important now to try to get Angie to go home. She's going to have to end up going home. Like, she doesn't have any funds. Let me see. She doesn't have any money, nowhere to stay. She's going to have to eventually go home. So, yeah. Okay, let me drop the link.
Is everyone still here? I don't hear anything.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm just trying to drop the link. There's people willing to help you. Just go home. Be ready to go home. You should be ready to get on the bus, the plane, or whatever it is that you want to do to get back to Detroit. All right.
Yeah, so pretty much, this is boring. But yeah, it's so many boring videos of talking about sending her home, sending her home, sending her home, sending her home, sending her home. And it just kept going and going and going and going. And then now I'm like, hey, what happened to this whole movement about sending her home? And then that's when I was like, okay, so now they think it's a scam. So that's pretty much the update is, I guess they now realize that she's a liar and she's lying and she's scamming, and now they don't feel that she needs to be rescued anymore. But yet they made all these videos saying that she needs to be rescued. They accuse everybody else of assisting with the scam, and they accuse everybody else of scamming and everything else. Well, the truth is, this actually assisted with the scam, whether people know it or not, because it got her more sympathy. And a scammer getting sympathy leads to what? More money. If you give a scammer sympathy, they get more money. So all these videos saying send her home and rescue her, rescue her, rescue her, it actually helped with the scam. That's what people need to realize. Okay? So people don't need to be saying, oh, this person helped with the scam, this person helped with the scam, this person helped with the scam. No, you actually helped with the scam too, because you gave her sympathy and you made it Operation Send Her Home a hashtag. And then everybody was supporting that hashtag and that movement to rescue this scammer. And so let me go ahead and go into some new videos, and we'll just go back to our regular videos now. Let me make sure I covered this first. Wait 1 second. Okay. Wait a second. So anyways, I'm pretty sure everybody I know what happened with the whole movement of Operation Send Her Home. And obviously she's still not home. Someone asked, where's the comment? Someone asked, like, where is she at now? She's at Jag's mother's house. So obviously she's still not home, but the whole movement is over because now people are saying she's scamming. So let me go ahead and show the last clip. And that's, I'm going to show one clip of them talking on the same panel. That's the same panel that's been weeks saying to rescue Lagena, helping her to get sympathy, are now saying that she's a liar and a scammer. So let's go ahead and see the new updated, how the mood and tide change on the channel now, okay? Now, this is actually a good thing, because without people going live day and night, say rescue her, rescue her, rescue her, now all these calls to the police can stop going to wrong addresses and restaurants and following them around trying to rescue her when she wants to be there. She's doing this deliberately, and there's nothing the family can do. A lot of the family have given up on this right now because they have tried. So this whole thing was just a mess. So yeah, it's a good thing now that y'all finally realize that she's lying and it's a scam. And this will actually stop with a lot of the sympathy that has been going around. Now, I'm not saying that this girl does not need any help at all, but as far as believing this whole Aaliyah, that Aaliyah is her mother and R. Kelly is her father, that's a scam. So let's see.
His content on there. I'm not quite sure, but that's what he was promoting tonight. That he's going to be on a love on a search for love. And this is no BS, guys. He said it's called For the Love of Goomba.
Yeah, I've been watching you all. I've heard you all. Just one. I still don't understand the whole story to this point, so I don't really understand what. Honestly, I just want Lagena, John Leguizamo, whatever her name is, to just stop it, because I have had it. That is not R. Kelly and Aaliyah's daughter, and I really think at this point she needs to stop. I've seen her talking about somebody said she's pretty like her mama, she's just dark skinned, and I have had it. I have had it, and I just want her to stop. I just want her to stop, because that has got to be so hurtful to her real mother, who can't even speak because she is in a wheelchair. That has got to be so hurtful to Aaliyah's people who have lost their child. Will never see that again. They'll never see that again.
Rising star child, you know.
And there are so many people out here that love and adore Aaliyah. I wasn't a big fan, but I liked Aaliyah. I liked her work. I thought she was a little ray of sunshine. You know, and there are people that I know you know, maybe they feel the way about Aaliyah I feel about Prince. I don't know, but still, that's just kind of disrespectful. Let that woman rest in peace.
Oh, I was a huge fan of Aaliyah. Me too. Like I said, she helped me get to my last year of high school.
I grew up with Aaliyah. She's my like that's my age. I went to high school listening to her, have her albums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And let me just say this is my.
Okay, so basically now the panel is mostly like switched over to saying pretty much that she is lying about Aaliyah and R. Kelly being her parents, and that is pretty much that she's pretty much scamming. And she pretty much needs to stop because she's disrespecting Aaliyah's legacy, which is definitely true. Okay. Now, like I said before this whole panel was talking about rescue her, rescue her, rescue her, rescue her, hashtag send her home, send the police here, send the police there. Oh, where is she located? It was like an Operation Rescue the Scammer. Operation Rescue the Scammer. And like, if you're so much like you're team Lagena, but now it's okay to call her lasagna. It's okay to call her all these names. Now on my channel, I've already established I think she's a scammer. So I call her linguini, lasagna, broke down Lamborghini, lethargic, all those names. But y'all over there, y'all were acting like y'all were and I'm not talking about subscribe, I'm talking about the panel saying like, oh, we need to rescue her and she's mentally ill, she's this and that, and y'all were not saying, oh, well, we're not going to say any like negative thing about her or anything like that. But now it's like open seasons. Okay, it's okay. So y'all did a little flip-flop or did a switch. Okay.
Might be an unpopular opinion, and let me just preface this by saying I love Beyonce, but I feel like Aaliyah would have been what Beyonce wanted to be, because Aaliyah was not only a great musical artist, but she was also a wonderful actress. And she could have went through so many genres and different types of entertainment, and her life being cut short, I think
it was unfair.
Yeah, and it made her like this icon because we knew what she could be. Like I remember the night whenever she passed away, I had been out like with my friends at the club, and I came home, and one of my friends, this tells you how long ago it was, obviously, which y'all know, but I'd been out at the club with my friends, and I came home, and back then we had AOL chat room, and I had a friend on an AOL chat room who I talked to who lived in New York City, and as soon as I logged on, whenever I got home from the club, he instantly messaged me. He was like, "Oh my God, did you hear about Aaliyah?" And I was like, "What? You know, I mean, it's just like it's one of those things that you don't forget if you like grew up in that era and that was like your time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How's this woman possibly Aaliyah's daughter? Isn't she like 30?
She's saying Aaliyah was 14 when she had her.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, no, come on.
It makes me want to whoop her ass.
The story keeps changing. Her story keeps changing. This was a whole setup. I think.
Woo child. It's hard to believe that it's the same panel that was day and night, hashtag send her home, hashtag rescue Lagena, hashtag we need to find out where she's at right now. Oh, where is she at now? We need to get the police to that location. Where is she at now? We need to get the police to that location. We need to rescue her from Jag. She's still at Jag's house now, her mother's house, and the address was posted. But I guess somebody ain't doing nothing to rescue her now because now she's all of a sudden a liar and a scammer. And that's why it's best to actually sit back and watch and observe and examine somebody and watch them first before you start a movement on the person, because you don't want to look stupid in the end and then raise money and collect money and get cash after super chats doing all this stuff, and then turn out after all these lives, 1 million lives you make, you realize that now the person is a scammer. And the people sent you money and supported your channel and your movement. But okay, let me see what the rest. Hold on. And like I said, this got her more sympathy because more people felt sorry for her and felt that she needed to be saved. And I already knew, like, to be honest, is it good for her to be there with Jag? No, because she needs to actually be away from Jag. That's true. However, she's grown. She's gonna be 28. She is there by choice, and she's also using Jag. They're both getting something out of it. Jag is using her, and she's using Jag. They're both using each other. Okay, they are both doing this whole thing. It's for clicks and views. It's for coins. It's for, they're both using each other. But she does not need to be saved because she shouldn't be there. Yeah. And she's also choosing and deliberately saying she's Aaliyah and R. Kelly's child. And when you question her, she'll say, sue me, like the same stuff Jack says, like, sue me. If I'm lying, sue me. She does the same thing.
That her and Jag met each other in a psych ward. I think that they had been communicating online for quite some time, turning up this scam. And then whenever it got brought to YouTube, people were like, you know, SDW brought it and he was like, oh, this is what's going on. I think that some of these content creators thought they were going to make all this money off of this story. But then whenever it got called out as a scam and they didn't get their money, then they started getting mad and going after other content creators. And that's actually common on YouTube because YouTube is full of scammers.
But what's interesting is this. You have this, the channel I'm talking about now has made 1 million videos about rescue Lagena. That's a lot of ad money. You get ad money from that. There was a lot of super chats being sent for the whole rescue Lagena movement. There was cash apps being sent, getting a lot of subscribers. So technically, how can you call someone a scammer when you actually assisted in the scam? You actually helped her get more sympathy because more people felt more sorry for her. So that means that she will actually get more support to her cash out, like people send directly to her. People also support your channel, your movement to rescue her. So that gave her more sympathy. You also gave her more views because you went live all the time talking about rescuing her. So you got views for your channel, you got super chats, you got cash apps for your channel. So technically, if you make to be honest, you have made way more videos than Sean about Lagena. So you actually, if you saying he's a scammer, then what are you when you made way more videos than he has? And you actually created a whole movement to rescue her. And now y'all, weeks later, y'all saying that she's a scammer. Okay, that's why it's best not to point fingers here and there. And to everybody on here, instead of comment, a lot of people on here are giving commentary to something that's trendy. It's a trending topic. People are giving commentary on it. But if you use your channel all the time, say scam to other people, you might need to look into the mirror because your channel was actually used as a way to get her way more sympathy than she needed. Okay, so now it's no longer we need to rescue Lagena, the victim, and the hostage and he'll captive person. Now it's like, oh, we don't need to rescue her anymore because she's a scammer, she's lying, and she's messing up Leah's legacy. And I actually agree with the latter. She doesn't need to be rescued. Does she need to move out of that house? Yes. But I mean, that's like any grown up out here. And we can say, oh, they don't need to be staying there, they don't need to be living there. We can give them our opinion, but we cannot force anything. They were trying to force it, and by using police to force it. And like I said, her sister Dominique already tried through petitioning to a court to have her committed, and that didn't last that long.
Okay. That's just ridiculous.
So she claims she looks more like R. Kelly? Is that what she's saying?
She says she looks like R. Kelly's mother.
Oh,
yeah, she looks like
you look like the African tribe that you came from.
Well, you know what? It is possible. Okay, my parents are my parents are light skinned, and I came out.
We're not talking about the skin. We're talking about her being from Ghana.
Oh.
And she had already made multiple videos about her. Yeah, she had already made multiple videos about her being of African descent. So it's just like all of a sudden, then she suddenly is like Aaliyah and R. Kelly's love child. No.
You know what?
You know what she's going to say about those videos? Because remember, these are memories that were suppressed. And so she'll probably say that when she made those videos, these memories hadn't come to her yet.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, just looking at her, she looks like she's kind of out of it, lucid. She does look like she's probably suffering from a mental illness, which is very common. We just don't think it is. Schizophrenia is a huge thing. And maybe that's what I think.
I think it's more so behavioral.
No, I think it's schizophrenia, totally. I work in the field, so I just know.
Yeah, but
even in her eyes look lucid. She doesn't look present.
But I believe she's aware.
You do? I don't know. I haven't followed the story to know if she's kept it up, but
yeah, she's more in it now than ever.
Oh, okay. So let me, I can adjust it. Child, people be talking too slow. So sometimes I put it. Now, so basically, since a lot of her subscribers came to her channel for the movement, there's one person right here that's still speaking, that's still thinking that it's not really her doing it intentionally. However, everybody else on the panel has now moved on to that she's lying and it's a scam. Okay. So, there is still a lot of people out there that do believe that it's 100% like delusion and she's not doing this intentionally. And that's what I mean. Those people were fooled into thinking that this whole thing was a movement to rescue her because it was 100% delusional. So there are still a lot of people that actually believe that it's 100% delusional and they're still want to rescue her. Okay. So basically those people now need to be updated that, hey, the movement is over to rescue her, because they now have moved on to that she's lying and she's a scam. So the movement is pretty much over. So what are y'all thoughts on this whole thing?
Oh, but does that doesn't mean that she doesn't have mental health issues. She's just going with
even either today or yesterday, she was talking today on whatever channel, and she was really getting down with her mother Aaliyah and her because now she wants to be called Love Houghton.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that sounds like bipolar.
Tell me that shit.
She's gonna be, you know what she's gonna be next? She's gonna be Meta World Peace, and that's what I always said. She is
Baby
Angela, Lagena, Love, Hate, Meta World Peace. That's where she going next.
And I'm gonna tell you how she knows what she's doing. Somebody brought to her attention, because the lady that brought it to her attention said that she used to dance with and sing backup for Aaliyah, and said that she knows that what she was saying could not have been true, because there was a restraining order against R. Kelly for the entire Houghton family, for him to stay away from Aaliyah and to him to stay away from the mother and everybody, because Lagena, or whatever her name is, said she remembers as a little girl seeing R. Kelly and Aaliyah's mama kissing.
Yeah.
And the lady said that couldn't have been true, because he would not have been in the same place as them at that time, because there was a restraining order. So she stopped telling that story. She had enough sense to know to stop telling that story.
Yeah.
And she has yet to bring up the fact that Aaliyah did any movies at all, because she probably don't know. And Queen of the Damned was one of my favorite movies.
I know.
Refusal.
I forgot how it was.
Refusal to be tested by her second family, allegedly second family. If you know that if Aaliyah and R. Kelly is your father and mother, why wouldn't you just shut it down and take the DNA with your family? That the Awasus.
And yeah, these are the questions as a creator, like you should have looked into before you started this whole movement, child. Look into these questions and observe her, should I say, and see like if it really was like intentional or part of her delusion. So anyways, let's see. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you brought that up, Imani, because I wasn't really focused on him. But it says, dude is infatuated with African culture. Yes, I mentioned this before, that the avatar, the guy speaking on the panel with the unicorn, is actually someone that people, I don't know why people do this. Now, I'm very open and welcome of all races, okay? However, there are sometimes people overstep. They act like they know more about Black people than Black people know like about themselves. Like they try to control conversations, and they don't take on the position of an ally. They take on a position as the all-knowing person. They try to take your place. Like you can start a movement, and then instead of being an ally or helping you, they will actually try to overstep and take over your position. No, that's not how it goes. Okay, so yes, the guy in the with the person with the unicorn is actually a white male. He goes by Jennifer Love Spewitt, and he does use the pronoun he and him. Okay, so the name might be Jennifer Love Spewitt, but he goes by, still uses the pronouns he and him, okay? This is the person behind that unicorn. It's a white male that tries to go into Black women's spaces and control Black topics. He does not know about Black women and their skin complexions. You cannot just go by a Black woman's skin complexion to determine what she is. Okay, you don't know, and you don't know more about Black women than Black women know about themselves. Okay, so this white male right here is the one that, okay, yeah, so that's what Imani is talking about. So he is behind that. I put up the wrong one. So this, somebody else had made that, but yeah. So, anyways, the unicorn avatar is this white male right here. Okay, this is the who is behind there. Okay, he's always trying to control, go into Black women's spaces or Black spaces and control conversations and speak on it as if he is all knowing. We don't need a misogynistic person coming up in here telling us about ourselves and about our culture. Okay. Child, okay, I'm glad you pointed that out because I'm glad I need to remind people who is behind this avatar, who is trying to control the conversation on a topic that you cannot control, hunty. You might try to control, but you cannot control it. But of course, some people within the community will allow other people to come in and control conversations or give their opinion on topics they shouldn't really give their opinion on. But that's neither here nor there. That's their platform, right?
She doesn't want to.
Well, she claimed they won't cooperate. She claimed the second family won't cooperate.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. Obviously, she has mental health issues.
Before I came up, you said something about a letter. One of her family.
Now that is true. I can only speak for Zamanique. Okay, for Zamanique, her sister, the one that petitioned the first time for the court to for her to be committed. Zamanique did try to well, like I said, she did have her committed the first time, and she also agreed to take a DNA test the first few times before she was committed, right? But after she got out of the hospital, Angela Lagena started attacking her, like defaming her and being real nasty towards her and everything else. So that's when she kind of like cut her off. You already know, like sometimes you have family members, they become toxic, and no matter how you try to help them, they keep biting your hand, and you have already tried everything you could do. They're grown. I mean, they're almost 30 or whatever age. And then finally you just cut them off for your own mental health and your own sanity. And especially if you have children, you say, well, I'll cut them off because I have to focus on my children. And it's probably unhealthy for my children to be brought into this as well. Because Angela did say, well, Angela Lagena has said she's going to cut off her sister, Zamanique, but she said, I still want to have contact with my niece and nephew because I still want to send them presents and gifts. So she still wanted us to have a relationship with her niece and nephew, but cut off Zamanique. And then Zamanique was saying, no, don't contact my children either. Okay. And a lot of times people say that, well, I don't want to have a relationship with the sister, but I still want to have a relationship with like the nieces or nephew. And then sometimes the family will be like, no, if I'm not dealing with you, you're not going to have access to my children either, like that. So the sister did say that she tried everything and then she was done. So when everybody was saying, send her home, send her home, send her home, I'm like, the main person that was actually helping her the first place was Dominique. And she had already like pretty much said she was done. Okay, and then there was also the aunt and the cousin. But remember, the aunt had to bring Zamanique to the channel. So like Zamanique already knows. You already know, like when you're the one person in the family that a lot of the work or a lot of the weight and a lot of the burdens and problems are put onto your shoulders. And then everybody relies on you to help a certain person instead of doing it themselves. They rely a lot on Zamanique to help with Lagena. Okay, so Zamanique has said she is done because she is protecting her own mental health at this point. And I have said that from like the first few lives. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into some new videos from Lagena that she posted recently. Just a second.
Family members wrote an email or a letter?
A text.
Oh, a
They were
text?
texting. Mm-hmm.
Please tell me it wasn't a 4-page letter.
Wasn't I was thinking the same thing, but I don't want to. It's crazy. I don't know why did she do this?
Well, she claimed that she got an album coming out after she's done with her singing lessons.
Oh my! Oh,
girl, she can't sing. What album is she gonna come out with?
She said that she got an album. She gonna produce it herself, or co-produce it, and she's gonna finish her singing lessons.
That's what I'm saying. To me, she sounds
can't even pay her
delusional.
car payment.
That's what I'm saying.
Pay her car payment.
Oh, who said that? The Jag, or I don't know. It's confusing. To me, I just don't understand. She seems like she has a mental health disorder, and she's delusional big time. And
I think she's easy to be manipulated.
Well, now I want to know who's manipulating who, because Jag is locked up somewhere and Goomba is gone. And she said she's going to stay right where she is and hold down the fort and make money.
They all scammers.
What is going
Who's
on?
manipulating who? She says she is staying right where she is and holding it down.
Well, you know what? Haven't you noticed that crazy cells? Like crazy cells. Look at that blue.
Yes, Hunty. Yes, Hunty. Yeah. So basically, they pretty much are saying now on here, as you can see, at first it was all about no negativity towards Lagena. Now they're making fun of her saying like she can't sing, she's scamming, she's lying, and everything else. So basically, the movement to rescue Lagena is pretty much over on that channel, child. They have moved on. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some other videos. And oh yeah, let me read this comment. It says the Pels tend to do that for fun, start black outrage and watch in satisfaction. Child, that's what he does in this sector. Oh yeah, in this sector, he constantly does that. He starts a lot of stuff between black women in this sector, and he also makes up lies and spreads rumors and just makes up stuff. And then black women fight, and then of course he laughs and just watches and everything else. So yes, that's huge. And I don't even know if you're from this sector, but that's exactly what he does. He starts stuff in this sector. And people give him a platform. A lot of people in this sector actually canceled him, but there's a lot of new people here. They don't know. But even when he's on that panel, he was talking about something he had to be corrected. He constantly has to be corrected. He talks about black women's natural hair. He compared a black woman to an animal. He has done a lot of things. Had like a black woman's avatar. When I first saw him, he had a black woman's avatar. I thought it was a black woman. It turned out to be, I was actually shocked when I saw who was behind it. So yeah, he has, I don't know why people allow him on platforms, but I mean, that's to each their own, but he definitely won't be on mine. Another black woman, Evangelist Val, had just made a video calling him out for racism and starting stuff with her. So I don't know why they just allow this white male in the sector to harass people and get into topics that he has no idea about and try to, this is the thing, controlling the topic, trying to control a topic too. Yeah, that's exactly based on his voice. Child. He constantly oversteps. He is not there to help anyone. He is there in his own scam. Yes, he is the problem. It's given trying to call us black outrage to get off. Yes, but y'all okay, but I just let y'all know who was behind the avatar. Yes, he's been a problem. We don't do white supremacy. Exactly. Okay, so he's a male version of Pearly Things. I don't know who Pearly Things is. Child. We don't need idiot representation, child. But we have already told her a million times that we've canceled him, but she's the only one that really lets him on the panel. And I mean, when he was actually making fun of a black woman's natural hair, comparing it to an animal's hair, she was actually laughing and going along with it and excusing it. I'm like, do you know how beautiful and like black woman's natural hair is? Like obviously I already seen her hair, so that's probably why, but like the natural hair is beautiful, and I'm glad that a lot of black women have embraced their natural hair and have learned how to just like take care of their natural hair and everything else. And if you actually have natural hair and you feel your hair and everything else, it is no way in comparison to any animal. I don't care if it's a poodle or whoever, there's no comparison to the feel and the texture and the way we can style it, and we can do everything with natural hair. So I don't compare anything about a black woman to any kind of animal, period. There's no excuses or justifications for it. Just stop the bullshit. Don't compare anything on a black woman's body to an animal. I don't care if it's from her hair to anything else. Period. And I don't know how people sit there and try to justify it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into some videos on Lagena. But like I said, that's her panel. She can have whoever she wants. But as for me and mine, no. Yes, all hair is good hair. As long as your hair is healthy, I always say good hair is healthy hair. That can be anywhere from 4A to people always say, well, I'm 4ZZ or 4. Any good hair is healthy hair. It doesn't matter. It could be 4C, 4B, 4A. Okay. As long as it's healthy. So make sure you just keep it moisturized and you just go to some natural hair tutorials if you need tips and advice. Let me get back to the topic. Okay, so so here are some videos of Lagena just made. I have not watched these videos to know what was said. I'm just going to go over these videos and yeah, hold on.
I'm taking responsibility of them.
Okay, I think this is part 2.
Hey, y'all. Okay. Since some of y'all been doing investigations, we're gonna do it. And also, look up the names I've been telling y'all. Look up Ricky Reigns, Truth Reigns, and the rapper he worked with, Miss Nola, said it to him.
I missed the name of the dude being referred to. How can I get his name to check him out? As my mod said, he doesn't have his own channel. He just goes on to probably Hear Him's channel and maybe another channel of this one other guy in the sector. And that's pretty much where I see him at. But his name is Jennifer Love Spewitt when he goes on panel. So it's Jennifer Love Spewitt. And then he has the unicorn avatar. Let me show that unicorn. He has this avatar right here, the unicorn avatar. So I don't know, he might try to change it now because I put it out, but this is his unicorn avatar.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Giselle, I see y'all back. Natural on, thank you. Oh, my phone about to die. They didn't let me post my last live for some reason. I know, Aries. Y'all gonna help me crack the case. You're gonna see how weird these celebrities wanted, well, not the celebrities, the elites that do things to certain individuals. You're gonna see. And I thank y'all because they got sloppy. So I thank y'all. What's my main intention is to, get my art pieces together, my art gallery, and do exhibits, and also open my mom's case so she can get justice. I'm an easy woman to please. Post the article. I should post it on Facebook. Y'all might help me solve a case. Remember Angel Nicole? Let me see if I can look her up.
Okay, I want to shout out to Come Get This Commentary, Kiva. Make sure y'all actually subscribe to her channel as well. That's Kiva, Come Get This Commentary. Shout out to you for the Cash App. I appreciate it, girl. And also shout out to Danielle for the Cash App as well. And Madam OTM, I appreciate it, y'all. Thank y'all so much for supporting my channel. Yes, Auntie, yes, y'all support me on this Good Friday. Everybody else, y'all can support my channel for free just by hitting the like button.
Remember her? Find out who she is. Yes, I did. And I'm gonna do another one somewhere actually. Y'all should see Sam's. His is great. Who is that? Oshun. Or who's this lady? Angel Nicole Kelly. Halton Kelly. She looked like a Franklin. She looked like a Franklin. Thank you. Oh, you have abstract art. Thank you.
Child, I don't know nothing about art and drawing like that, but that look like a hot ass mess to me, child. But maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe there's some artists out there can say there's some kind of style or type of art and it's actually great and creative or something. I don't know. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like somebody just took some glue sticks and just glued some stuff onto the paper and scrabbled and I don't know. But maybe it is something like, I'm not an art person. I'm not into that art. But I do know that I'm thinking that Jag is the one that drew that horse's head. Because I think that Miss Lagena probably can draw a better horse's head than that little giraffe head drawing, right? So I'm thinking that Jag did it though. Yeah, I'm thinking that Jag did it. I think that she can at least do a better horse than that was drawn on that paper.
I'm gonna call my dad attorney again. Okay, stomach. Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here.
So she has been calling R. Kelly's. Has she really been trying to call R. Kelly's lawyer? Who is R. Kelly's lawyer? Maybe I should reach out to the person and see if she actually has been calling or just saying it. Oh, she posted something on IG. It says, "What did you do to the first Angela? Remember when you mentioned covering her mouth as a baby? That's when they switched me as her." Huh? Child, what is she talking about now? Girl. Child, she is a mess. Let me pull up her IG. Ciao. Hold on.
I'll be back. daily regimen for spiritual practice. You should, if you have like ancestor money, like the play money, you should burn it for them so they can clear any debt that your family might have had, any karmic things. Anything. I knew about my dad when I knew about my mom, but when they kept telling me that wasn't my mom when I was younger, I thought I was going crazy, so I just let it drop. Thank you, Tammy. Now, what do you do? And I know that's my what kind of spiritual practice I do. I'm not a set one. I just got into Ifa, so I might do something with that or different spiritual ones. I'm not voodoo. That's a religious spiritual practice. I'm not. It's a hard one, so I'm not about to do a hard one. I used to be a heavy Christian, and it made me very judgmental towards people because I had people in certain standards, and it made me like, oh, if you did this, I don't like it, so blah, blah, blah. So I just, When I started my mom, when I was younger, I see my mom on TV like a few times when I was little at 5. Then at 7, I seen her again, my real age. Actually, y'all look up Nana Owusu and ask him why he's living. Why is he 2 years younger? Legally, he say he's 2 years younger. Y'all about to help me crack the code. Y'all just gave me evidence. Thank y'all so much. I'll be back on here.
Child, nobody help you with nothing. I'm about to oh my gosh, this girl.
Thank you, Tammy. Now, what do you do? And I know that's my what kind of spiritual practice I do. I'm not a set one. I just got into Ifa, so I might do something with that or different spiritual ones. I'm not voodoo. That's a religious spiritual practice. I'm not. It's a hard one, so I'm not about to do a hard one. I used to be a heavy Christian, and it made me very judgmental towards people because I had people in certain standards, and it made me like, oh, if you did this, I don't like it, so blah, blah, blah. So I just, When I started my mom, when I was younger, I see my mom on TV like a few times when I was little at 5. Then
Child, she was on IG now accusing her sister of it says, what did you do to the first Angela? Remember when you mentioned covering her mouth as a baby? That's when they switched me in as her. So now she's saying that there was like another Angela, and then her sister Dominique did something to that baby, and then they switched her in. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. And now she's going live. I wonder if she actually heard me talking about Dominique. Now she's out to Dominique because I mentioned Dominique in my live, right? And I was just saying that she should wear her natural hair instead of that thing. I think homegirl, I think she'd be watching these videos. Well, I mean, she got nothing else to do with her time, right? So now she's live. Hold on. And she's talking about Nicki Minaj and all this stuff. Let me pull this up. I'm also going to call that law firm to see if they know anything about what's going on. Okay, it says, she put, asked Nicki Minaj why she did a verse for my artist for free. Huh, Nicki, you wanted to get back at somebody, right? Now she's trying to bring other people into it. Doesn't that remind you of Jag? Trying to bring other celebrities. Now why are you trying to bring Nicki Minaj into it? I asked Nicki Minaj why she did a verse for my R for free. R word for free. She is doing the same thing. Look, she put, who grandma related to the whining? Mines. And she's people in the industry, like, who grandma related to the whining mines? And then right here, she put, this is a message from our sister Dominique, who I was talking about earlier. It says, no, I do not. You are absolutely right. You are not my sister. I wish you the bestest of luck with your journey of finding your long lost family. Take care, my dear. Now, this is when her sister was pretty much like, I'm done. So she did actually send this message. Okay, but she didn't post like the full conversation now. The full conversation will actually show that she actually was trying to reconnect, but Angela wasn't really having it. So that's when she ended it with, like, I'm cutting you off. Like, okay, bye. I'm done, like that. Okay. And then that's where she put, what did you do to the first Angela? Remember when you mentioned covering her mouth as a baby? That's when they switched me in as her. So now she's like posting about Dominique again. And now she's also live, but I'm already live, so I'm not going to get off my live to see what she's talking about. Hold on. Well, I'll discuss her live once she's done. Now, let's see. Is this the lawyer representing is that his lawyer for R. Kelly? Is Bungie Law Firm or something like that? I see R. Kelly lawyer. Who's R. Kelly lawyer? It says Jennifer Bonjean or Bonjean. Is that the current one? Is that the current one? Ciao. So has she been really calling this number? Let me see. Most of the time it's a receptionist that answers, though.
Bonjean Law Group, how may I help you?
Yes, is this the law firm that's representing R. Kelly?
Yes, it is.
Okay, are you aware that there's someone online presenting, saying that they are the love child of R. Kelly and Aaliyah?
No.
Has anyone called you about it?
No, ma'am.
Okay, because she's online now saying that she contacted the law firm and stated that she needed a DNA test for R. Kelly because she's the love child of R. Kelly and Aaliyah.
Okay, I don't have any information on that, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Okay, can I actually get a hold of? Go ahead.
I can take a message and have somebody reach out to you. Hold on one moment, please.
Okay.
calling. Please let us know how we may. All right. Thank you for holding. What is your name, please?
Daniela.
R. Kelly and
Yeah, she's online. She's online making claims to be R. Kelly and Aaliyah's love child. She said that she's been reaching out to the law firm for a long time, and no one has really, y'all are like pretty much refusing a DNA sample for R. Kelly. And it's actually it's been all over the blogs. And
how are you related to this? Are you an existing client? Are you just calling to share information with the attorney?
I'm calling to share information because I'm trying to actually verify this information that she actually contacted and is actually going through the processes because she's collecting money to be able to pursue this. So I'm trying to make sure, like, is this legit, or has she actually contacted you at all about this, or is she just pretty much scamming, or I don't know what's going on, but she's collecting money to be able to pursue this whole Aaliyah and R. Kelly's love child to prove that she is their love child.
I understand now.
And it's actually all over the media as well. So I don't know why you haven't heard, because it actually been posted on different blogs and everything. It's spreading, right?
Yes.
And she's also making like defamatory statements about things. I don't know.
All right. I will have someone reach out to you as soon as possible.
All right. And I have all the information they need on this person. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Woo, child. That man, now how he answered the phone and he don't know nothing about Miss Angela Owusu calling. So I thought she'd been calling. She keeps saying she'd been calling. And he just now knowing, oh my God, he just now, this is his first time hearing this mess. This is his first time hearing this mess. Now, let me take my phone out, do not disturb. Let me take my phone out, do not disturb, just in case somebody call me back. Woo, child. Woo, let's see what. Now y'all know I'm gonna call. I will call to verify some information. I'll check into it. So let's see what else she got to say. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let's go back.
And I seen her again. My real age. Actually, y'all look up Nana Owusu and ask him why he's living, why is he 2 years younger? Legally, he said he's 2 years younger. Y'all about to help me crack the code. Y'all just gave me evidence. Thank y'all so much. I'll be back on here.
Child. This girl said y'all gave her more evidence. Child. She said, girl, I don't know what you over there to call yourself doing. Child, I bet she got a book of scams. She's sitting over there taking notes on some different scams she could try to pull. Why are you trying to bring Nicki Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky, Nicki Jabari. Like, why are you trying to bring Nicki into this? I don't get it. Like, I don't even know why you girls bother at this point. Like, let's go ahead and watch the next one.
Hey y'all, hey y'all. Hey.
Is this any good?
I don't know.
Is it yours?
No. Jackie made it.
Just we can get rid of it then.
Nothing wrong. Well, I'm on live.
You say what?
I'm on live.
Oh, you online?
Yeah. Oh, it's alright. It's alright.
She's like, I'm live. You keep on trying to talk to me. I'm live. Child, she trying to she needs some money because now they're not able to go out to eat as much. Before, remember, they were all going out to eat, child, showing us their 5-star dining food, trying different butters and all the stuff. And now I wonder if, hold on. What is?
Hey y'all. I'm almost done. Then I'm what do you guys think I should auction these? Because I feel like I should just give it to the highest bidder. I'm taking responsibility of them. What happened to my hair? What happened to it? I'm leaving it in its natural state. Just so it can breathe. How y'all been? Let's see them. I'm gonna probably auction mines. And Sam, he did his too if you want to see Sam's too. Are you Jag's intern? No, she's mentoring me. She's my godmom. Oh, we do. Cousin Shelly. Hey. No, her mom is not in danger. Well, after the address, yeah, I guess so. Have y'all seen the news with the Mexican kidnapping?
Okay, so now people have the real address, but the real address is put out. But hallelujah, I'm glad that rescue the scammer thing is over, that whole movement, because child, they'll be over at their mother's house interfering or whatever, and they know good and well Lagena ain't gonna go nowhere, because the only thing the police would do is say, they will see if she's okay, like a wellness check. They will see if she's okay, and if she says she's okay and she appears to be okay, they're not gonna do anything. However, talking crazy online about all these celebrities and being a love child and everything else can obviously get somebody committed. So yes, that can get somebody committed. I mean, it did the first time, because remember I showed y'all that petition from her sister, right? When her sister petitioned the first time, that's what she put on there. She was putting on there that she was talking about being a love child of Aaliyah and R. Kelly. So that can also get you committed, right? But so far, no one has, I guess, went out there to the house. So I guess that whole rescuing her thing is over.
I'm not about to pay attention to you, Sunny. You can go. Thank you. Thank y'all for y'all compliments. Hey, Candace. You only get one mom. Yes, my one mom is Aliyah, and y'all better say it. I had talked to Nana. I had talked to him. He told me since I believe R. Kelly's my dad, and I should go to him to get a DNA test instead of him giving me his.
And so now she's pretty much saying that she did talk to her dad, and he was like, kind of like what Dominique was like, okay, well, if you think I'm not your sister, then oh well. Like, so I guess her father was like, so if you think R. Kelly is your father, then have him take a DNA test. So I guess, I don't know. I haven't spoke to her father, so I don't know.
I can't see that. Yeah, she's okay. Jack's mom's okay. Oh, Sheila. Hey, Sheila. Cousin. Actually, since my mom died, I didn't have another mother that came and took care of me. That's why I didn't know I loved Zama until 2008. Way before. She didn't come take care of me. It's not like I had two moms and two dads. I was actually there. Nana, he did for a while, but then he left. So it's just pretty much a lot of people that did. Yeah, you can't say it. She is. No, she's right here. She's right here. We refuse to lose BTS the podcast. Did you inbox me? I know people did. It just I gotta go through it. What is your goals? My goal is to have my own art gallery. That is dedicated on behalf of my mom, the Aaliyah Art Gallery. My real mom is dead, so.
Oh, y'all, woo child, what do y'all think? To me, to be honest, they might just look into it and be like, we will ignore it or see how big it is to see what they will actually do. Woo child. I don't know. What y'all think? Because most people, to be honest, they ignore it unless they think that somebody got some money and some deep pockets. And to be honest, they probably will realize that she probably ain't got no money. I don't know. That's why I kind of threw in there. I was like, well, she is actually like collecting money because she's trying to pursue this whole thing to get answers of the truth and saying she needs R. Kelly's DNA, child. Woo!
And plus, Zama have other kids, real kids, blood kids that can take care of her. And if they can't do that, well, something wrong with them. My second mom, as long as she get away from these people that made her be in a wheelchair, even though she didn't really do nothing for me in life. But don't defend that child molesting family, okay?
Hold on, what's this right here? It says, hopefully we all know that she is just using the info from the interview from the Lisa Van Allen when she was on Blog TV 3 years ago. Actually, I don't know. So I need to actually check that out. You said so she's using info from that interview? Well, I will actually look into that, right? And check it out.
I look like other people too that look like my skin tone too. Y'all really trying me. Stop trying me. It just started raining again. Okay, I just want to get y'all a heads up that y'all favorite celebrities, some of y'all, is going to go through some things because they know what they be doing. The thing is, black is beautiful. It is. I don't self-hate. I love the way I look because, you know, my mom made me like this. God made me like this, for sure. Mocha, how do you say your name? Put the pronunciation down. You feel sorry for me? I was a kid when a lot of things happened. If I can survive then I can survive now.
Child Renee, I don't know, but we will see. But I do notice that a lot of people, like even the real family of that girl, that little girl in the picture, a lot of people try to ignore stuff. So we don't know. We don't know. We will see. We will see. If they call me back, I'll let y'all know. But if they don't call me back, then they can actually just call Google. They really don't even need to call me back. They probably just Google it and look into it and see what's going on. Unless they think I have some more deets, like some really good details or information, then they'll probably call me. But if they do, I will let y'all know. If I see them calling, I would probably have to be on live so I can actually record it. Or else I would have to just try to call back really fast once I have my record ready.
My bad, y'all. I'm not trying to. I figure I should show my face. Oh, I'm not suspended on TikTok no more. I can go live there. All of a sudden.
She just said on live that his lawyer's name is Jennifer and she called her. Yeah, that's why I called and checked. Are you talking about her new live she just doing now? Because I know she's live now. Once she finishes her live, I'm going to play it over here. But I'm waiting for her to finish first.
This the most I got suspended off anything. Oh, this remind me when I was on Twitter and then I was fighting against y'all Democrats. Some of y'all Democrats are mean. Like, I was on Twitter, just I was taking the side of the Republican about something, you know. And then it was like, you're black. You're not supposed to be you're supposed to be a Democrat. And I'm like, well, we ain't getting no money out of no Democrat. And this is a political issue. But I'm just saying, we doesn't. Yeah. So I was on there and I almost went viral like a few years ago on Twitter. I think I was. And then all of a sudden my Twitter account got suspended. And then I can't make another Twitter account no more. So I'm like, I don't know what happened. I'm like, yeah.
That's not true. Like, even if you got suspended from a platform, you can, like Twitter, you can easily just go to another computer. Even if they block your IP, all you have to do is set it up on a new computer. And if they delete, most of the time they just suspend your account, but you can still just make a new account. It's not like you're permanently blocked forever, and no matter what you do, you can't log in or create a new account. That's a lie. Ciao.
I might be Republican. I'm Team Republican for now, but not right now. I don't know what they're doing right now, but so I was on Twitter just talking ish, and then they was like, Democrats are mean. They are mean. It was not playing. I was getting chewed out. I'm like, I'm trying to help us. I'm black, you know. Both sides are dirty. Nika, yep, you are right. Both sides are dirty, but when Donald Trump was president, we was getting paid. We need our reparations. We need our money. So you wanted to go viral? No, I went viral on Twitter. I was starting to. Then anyone suspended me. So that's like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. So you are famous and can bring views to Twitter. The thing is, when I try to make a new Twitter account, it won't let me do it. It keeps saying something else.
Now, what did she go viral for? She said viral for in 3 years ago. Because remember, she didn't say she started this whole Leah thing until more like maybe not 3 years ago. So what did she say or do 3 years ago? So this like another attempt. Interesting. Need to look into that, right? Yeah.
Mocha, Zama is not my mother. I can help her for as being a woman because I believe the environment that she's around. I believe the environment that she's around is toxic to her. She had a stroke for almost 10 years ago almost. Well, actually, yes. And they could have helped her get physical therapy, but they didn't. And now they just taking her check. Now I want to see my Cash App. Who raised me? A lot of people raised me. I was shipped around a lot, so I can name many names. I can say many people. More than 5 people raised me. More than 5 people. Zama, even though y'all keep saying that's my mother, I call her that because that's what the rest of the people was calling her that. And she never raised me at all. She lost all her kids, and now she was in the Central Registry. She was on that list, you guys. Not Jeffrey Epstein's list, but you know, the Central Registry list. So she couldn't be around kids. And I'm gonna talk about it. Why don't you help her? I've been trying to help her. That ain't my mom. Your mom is your mom, and my mom passed. Then they gave me another one to say, call as my mom. Thank you, Mama Bear. Thank you. What, Gooby or Goomba? I don't know. If you talk about Goomba.
Nah, she know good and well. That's messed up. But since she never really had a relationship with her mother, it's easy for her to be like dismissive and like uncaring. Well, she said that the only time she actually like felt like she like emotions for her real mother, biological mother, is when she had a stroke, is when she realized that she actually loved her. And sometimes it takes like almost losing somebody to realize, hey, I actually do care about this person and love this person. So, but overall, now that she sees that she's still here, she obviously was not raised by her. So there's like, sometimes if you're not raised by somebody, that person can seem like a stranger, right? So that's how it is with, I guess, with her mother, biological mother. And then, of course, her father, Nana, he left when she was 12. So then she was raised by other people. And she's also awarded a state, she said. So this could be why she's looking for like a new like identity, a new family. Yeah.
He don't know who my mom is. Aaliyah is my mom, and he never met her. I mean, well, yeah, majority of guys listen to her songs, so, but y'all never met her. R. Kelly has a beautiful daughter. Look her up. I know.
And if she never actually contacted that lawyer, she has been lying because she kept saying that she has been calling that lawyer, calling the lawyer. How come the person answering the phone, the receptionist, this person has not heard about this? So how can she actually be calling all the time and this person hasn't heard? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So she has to be lying. Either this person forgot all of a sudden that somebody's out here pretending to be R. Kelly's love child and wanting some of his sperm or golden shower pee for a DNA test, or she's lying about ever calling. Something is weird here.
My little sister, I used to be around her when I was little. She was supposed to come to Wayburn too, and then they lied in my face and played me, just like my mom, but she passed. My interests and hobbies are, I like graphic designing. I like creating art. I have a YouTube. Follow my YouTube, you guys. Lagena Gold.
Oh, Lagena? Could you come with me for a second?
Yep, I'll be back, you guys. I'll be back. Okay, you guys. I got Sam's piece. Look at his. He did that. Isn't that beautiful?
Okay, so now now it makes more sense because you know what? I said I'm not an art person. I couldn't really judge that one, but this looks way better. Yeah, this looks better. So maybe it's not just my eyes, and you don't have to really be an art person to know what looks good with art. But not all the time, because I have seen some other people like go crazy over something, and I was like, okay, what is that? It looks like somebody just splattered some paint onto a surface. But yeah, so this actually looks nice. But that what she posted, like she had put oodles or noodles or something like not oodles or noodles. What's those other little rotini noodles or something? I forgot the shape of those spaghetti noodles or whatever that she put on there. Like she put some kind of spaghetti noodles on, like with glue stick onto that paper, and then she drew some other stuff on there. I don't know. That was a hot mess. I didn't know if it was like a drawing or something edible, child. But yeah, what Sam drew looks way better. Way better.
That's what he did.
I painted, or should I say?
It looked like under the water, under the sea, and then up here it looked like the galaxy. Sam did this. It will be for sale too. If you guys want to hit me up. Sam did this.
So basically, she's saying like now they're going to be drawing picture. They have their pictures and their artwork. They're going to auction some of these pictures off, and they're for sale. Sam's I will hang, hers I will trash. But yeah,
He gonna be selling pieces, art pieces too. Let me see if I can do it this way. Yes, it is. It's beautiful. Sam did this. Hey, ladies, if you know, you can get you an artist. Get you some. I'll get you an artist. He's available. He's picky though. He's picky though.
Not the wood chips. The wood chips. I don't know what was on there, child.
Okay.
Why would someone put wood chips on a piece of paper?
I'm still waiting for my ancestry test to come in the mail. I don't know what's wrong. Sweet B, you are a burden. Where's the DNA test? I don't have no willing participant to take a DNA test with me. They don't want to. I asked my second dad. He told me to go ask R. Kelly. So I should ask his lawyer because I talked to her. Matter of fact, did she return my call? I talked to her yesterday. Okay. Oh, she already called and texted me. I hope I didn't show my password. R. Kelly did not say I'm not his daughter. Or he. Yeah.
Wait, who did she say called her yesterday?
I asked my second siblings. You know what they said? No. One made it seem like she was going to ask them, she was going to do it, but then she told me no. She told me no online. I got the whole screenshot of that too. I don't blame R. Kelly's, my dad's wife, Drea. She went through so much stuff too in her own way. She did too. I don't know what she did with my dad, like that was illegal, but all I know is she dealt with things dealing with him too.
Hey. Highland Park. And then
I'm on live. Let me see if I can.
Oh, child. Listen to the background. Got to be on the fly. Listen to the background. Say, hi, Mom. Call and see where she's at. And says something about, so listen to the background. Child. Got my ears perked up. Oh, it's which I thought it was potatoes, like sliced potatoes on there. She had muted it, I guess. Yeah, put it on mute. Girl, why you put it on mute? Who was listening?
So I'm going to be selling these pieces and also sounds pieces if anybody interested. We're debating if we should have like a set price for it or it might be an auction. That's why I put it on mute. Y'all not to tell nothing. Y'all not about to hear nothing. Who's the reason? Are you saying Drea's? I don't know why he wants to. Maybe he's seen my live.
That girl is not slow. She knew to attempt to mute the song. Child. Yeah, she the sound, yeah. So she definitely knew to mute it because she already knew that some stuff was being spilled in the background.
Too. I never watched no I never seen Jack's documentary, the one that Tosh K put out. I never watched that, and I probably won't. I ain't going to hell. And I ain't going to jail either.
Child, if you keep on with the scamming, your butt will end up in jail. Scamming, impersonation, everything. Child. Now, I wonder if... I don't really think that they will do anything to her because she doesn't have any money. If she had money, then I could see them pursuing her, but I don't know.
And then if anybody want a portrait, let me know. But I'm probably gonna be auctioning off this and also Sam's and to the highest bidder. We're gonna do it. But anybody that want personal requests, like portrait, let me know. First off, my mom died, and I'm not about to keep explaining to strangers that don't know me because they only used to their lifestyle and think everybody life is perfect and you believe whatever. Bye. You about to get blocked. I'm tired of all y'all. Bye bye. Next person that want to get blocked, you're gonna get blocked. Go ahead. Next person, you gonna get blocked. Bye bye. Right, let's go. Aliyah is not your Aliyah. That's my mama, Leela. So bye-bye. That's my mom. So bye. Y'all not gonna claim her. Your eyes are just like her. My eye color or... Your hair is a mess. We know you. How do your hair look like? Junebug. I'm sorry, don't block me. Thank you, Lovey. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna be putting like a page. I'm gonna post my picture. Anybody gonna go to the highest bidder.
So pretty much she's trying to do now is trying to find other ways to earn money. They are probably unsure of how long Jack will be in there and they need another way to earn money. So her idea is to try to auction off her and Sam's drawings and see who wants to actually pay for her drawings, child. But it looks like it from the comments, y'all are more interested in Sam, what Sam is drawing and not hers, her paintings, right? So I guess right now she's trying to find another way to get money until Jack gets out. Okay, so basically she actually called in on a show to, I guess she went on Spider Lock Most Easy. What? Spider Lock Most Easy. She went on that channel and she called into the show. So this was actually something to me. So let's go ahead and check that out. See what that was all about.
Hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
From what you were saying, I would say that a lot of things is not, it could be worth it, but not really at the same time, not if it's going against your morals or something that makes you go to sleep at night. This is Lagena Gold, by the way.
I know you. I recognize your voice at this point. How you doing?
Yeah. I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So you say, are you familiar with Omni the Hellcat?
No, I was just listening to what you were saying, and from what the gist I got, what he did. Well,
this is what he did. Let me
I would just say,
let me briefly explain what he did. He found a way to provide cable service to a whole lot of people without legally being supposedly supposed to be doing it. So I guess like cable packages, people will pay upwards of $100 for. He was giving it to him for $15, and he made millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars while doing it. And in the process, he stayed on YouTube, turning the cameras on, how much money he was spending, how many cars he owned, the pink slips to him. He had big chains and jewelry, and so they stuck him.
Yeah.
This is I'm gonna show you a clip. This is his. He just got sentenced. This happened. He went to jail a couple years ago. Initially, he apparently just got sentenced, and then he went on his live and he did this. So this will give you a better idea of what.
No, she went on there actually for free. Child, he ain't pay no $1,000. She actually called in for free to give her opinion on this. And I guess he was like, I haven't actually listened to that whole case that was happening with that guy. But from this, it gives me that he was probably like hooking people up with cable. Like, hey, I can get you like your cable hooked up. You pay me some money, and then a cable person will be out soon to hook you up. Oh my gosh. You know what? I think I ran across somebody like that before. Child, so that's what he was doing. Child. Ooh. Oh, okay. So some people out there need to be watching that now, because y'all might be that cable person out there doing this little hookup. All right now. But yeah, so she called in and gave her opinion, child, on this. She called in for free, and that's why I said before, nobody's gonna pay for an interview, and she's always going live for free, calling into panels and stuff for free. Ciao. I'm loving this. Okay, so shout out to Crypto Fitness and Gaming for the super sticker. Let me go back up. Yes, Hunter. Yeah, so it says aloha, keep doing the Lord's work. All right, thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Crypto Fitness and Gaming, shout out to you. And also shout out to Elaine Oliver. Thank you so much for the super sticker as well. Loving this episode of the receipt printer. Yes, Hunty, the receipts. I actually have some other stuff coming, but I can't tell you ahead of time, but I do have some other receipts coming, and it was going to be juicy, Hunty. It just takes some time to get back. But yeah, everybody else can support the channel by just hitting the like button.
What are you talking about? Hold on real quick.
I've been away from social media for a while because this is the moment I've been dreading. Facing 27 and a half years. We all know it started at 500, but I just got sentenced today. I feel like the judge was super fair. He heard everyone's testimony about my character, everyone who came to court. The judge ordered me to 66 months in federal prison, which I feel as though it's fair for especially how much money I made. I had to pay 10-point-something million in restitution, which they already have, which will be applied to which they already got the money now. And I got to pay another 5.7 million in restitution to the IRS. So, I'll be home in the next 2 to 3 years. I hope you guys continue to support Reloaded Universe. I got 6.
Somebody in the chat is talking about his kids are gonna need their father, and I'm surprised it took somebody that long to mention something like that in the debate of whether or not it was worth it. You got a better response or more information to help develop a response now?
I feel like he was giving it to people for, you said like $15, and I feel like he saved a lot of people money. But as far as him leaving his kids, I do feel bad for that.
Yeah,
I do.
And I think that's go ahead. What you gonna say?
And I feel like it's a lot of people that have done way worse stuff, that have been scamming a lot, that have been extorting money. So I feel like he literally tried to help his community. He tried to. I feel like I'm glad they didn't put him away long enough, but
I don't even think it like that. I didn't even think of it like that. It's like he's like a Robin Hood almost.
yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
yeah.
And I know people that could turn on gas and lights on for free, and they help people in the house with asthma or some kind of life condition. He helps people save money. And it's just messed up because that's the system.
That's right.
But the thing is, he got caught by somebody that's probably jealous. So that was because he was flashing his things.
That's true. Oh, mama.
Nah. You already know she'll go along with it because it's a scam. She already with the scam, child. So he already should know her opinion on this, child. Woo, child. So yeah, so she was obviously okay with like him doing this. And on another note, it's kind of like, I don't know, like, to be honest, I think that is something that a lot of people do. And then sometimes, to be honest, it can actually be something that has been kind of normalized, where there's somebody people can call and they can get a cable hookup. But yeah, like somebody said, should have kept that off social media. Definitely should have kept it off social media. But all this other stuff she's going into about all this saving money and all that, she's co-signing a little too much stuff. So yeah, she's definitely down with the scams, as we already know. Definitely down with the scams. But now that Jag's in there, she actually is kind of like all over the place with her stuff. You know, before when she was about to post something, Jag was like, no, don't post that yet. Don't post that yet. So now Jag is not out here telling her what to post and not to post, like kind of monitoring her activity. So now we're seeing her running amok, posting kind of all this weird stuff she's posting. So Jag is now out here like to monitor all the stuff she's posting and no telling what she'll be doing. And that's actually a good thing because we can actually see her like, so people can't say Jag is making her do this, Jag is making her do that. Not saying that she's not in contact with Jag or not calling or anything, but we see that she's posting things that probably Jag will be like, oh no, don't post that, Lagena, don't post that. But she's posting it anyway on her own free will, right?
But that's a crazy perspective to relate it to, because that didn't even cross my mind. That's the last thing I thought about the people that do the free cable and all that. You know, you got the people in the chat. They know who you are. They some of them talking shit. I wasn't really planning on.
Yeah, they always do.
I wasn't really planning on discussing your situation, some of the things that you done got involved in at this point that got so extreme and extravagant. I wouldn't even know where to begin talking to you about any of that. What's going on with you?
Well, if you want to act, well, I'm doing all right. You know, my situation on the Jag situation, my dad's, my mom, I still gotta prove what I say because I know from my memories what I remember, and because of me being a secret child, I have to do it the harder way. So I do got an ancestry test that's on the way. So I'll be taking that test and informing everybody else the results of that too.
So you took the ancestry test?
Not yet. It's on its way.
So
it takes weeks to come back.
Let me fill the listeners in who might not be up to speed. For those of you that are not aware who on the phone, this is Lagena Gold, who has.
How long does it take for her to get the DNA test in the mail, the kit? Like, she has been saying this for a good minute now. By now, she should already have it. She should already have it. It shouldn't take this long.
Blazed the internet the last month or so with the claims of being a love child of none other than R. Kelly and the lovely late Aaliyah. And very controversial claim. Off top, of course, everybody, include myself, like, it sounds like bullshit. I've watched her tell her story a few times on different platforms, seen the controversy that's attached with it. And Then she got attached with Jaguar and all type of bullshit then popped up. But I want to show her I want to show her a video because she claimed to be R. Kelly and Aaliyah's daughter. She say she about to take a DNA test, ancestry test. However, it's been all kind of content on the internet discussing and debating this issue. So I want to show her a video here on the Black Box and give her an opportunity to respond to it. It's about a 2-minute video. You ready? You ready, Lagena?
Yes, I am.
All right, here we go.
I don't think Lagena is as crazy as everybody thinks. So I want y'all to check this out.
Oh, I want to see everybody put a hashtag of African Union's Day and we all black. We all bleed the same and celebrate. For our motherfucking brothers and sisters. Why are we acting like we too good for them, or are they acting like they too good for us? Because because I'm in the middle of having like my dad is Ghanaian.
Woo child, he trying to call her out, dog. He playing this video right here. Like, now this is if he's going where I think he's going, he is being messy, child. But we'll see. Let's see if he's going where I think he's going with this video.
And my mom, she's from Detroit, Michigan. So she grew up in the hood. Most of my ancestors is in Detroit. Well, from my mom's side. So I come in the middle. So I get the bullshit. I get the from black kids, African booty scratcher type of shit. Or some little, what is they yo? I do have a little bit of cultural difference than other people in the black community. That is intriguing. A lot of people nice, but a lot of people it's me. Like this grown ass nigga, he's talking about you're not from Detroit, you're African. You not black, you're African. I'm like, bitch, I was born here. And bitch, we got the same DNA. It don't matter if I call myself black or African, bitch. I know a lot of Gemini people. My mother is a Gemini, my sister, my brother. And when I used to tell people I was a Gemini, they used to say, oh, you're a Gemini? Do you have a twin? And I'm like, yeah. How do you know I have a twin? Because I have a twin brother. Like, and they like, you do? I'm like, I thought you knew because you asked did I have a twin. Like, you knew I had a twin. But I didn't know that at the time that Gemini was the symbol for twins. So I am a twin Gemini. A birth by a Gemini. So I get the shift. I feel like I don't have what's the personality, like the two-faced one, because I feel like my twin took it out. So, but then again, he was snappy too, so I don't know. I do too. Let me stop. It just I think everybody have a dual personality. You all have somebody in the dark.
Okay, it's the thing. From what we can gather right. When we can gather right there, you was describing your parents, and it didn't sound like R. Kelly and Aaliyah. So, can you explain
No, I was just.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was describing the parents I was raised with. So when I said my Zama and Nana, those were still parents my dad left me with. Well, originally Nana was my nanny from my mom, but after she died, that's when we went to Rayburn. And because I used to remember my dad, R. Kelly being my dad, it just, for people around you denying it the whole time that he was my parent, my dad, because I used to refer him to my first dad before he switched to Nana, the Ghanaian man.
They going so hard.
The thing is, they put me.
They going so hard in the chat about not believing you. But I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
The more unbelievable when it comes to looks is Aaliyah. But if you would have just said R. Kelly, it'd be to me.
Oh my God, that's so shady. Yeah, I definitely need to go see the chat because I guess that chat was being messy. And this I knew it was already messy. He said, now it would be more believable if you said it was just R. Kelly was your father, but adding in Aaliyah child, now that takes the cake. You went a little too far with that. You went a little too far with that. And notice how she said that her father, R. Kelly, left her with this new family. Child. Nah, I just thought about it. I wonder if, like, what R. Kelly law firm, now that they know, I actually might send an email too. I'm gonna send an email. I wonder if they will say anything or actually issue a statement or do anything. I don't know, because some people actually don't feed into this. They actually just ignore it. Some people will ignore it. They don't actually feed into it. But she actually is defaming him. That's like a defamatory statement saying that he left her with a new family. He was, it's, oh my gosh, it's actually a lot of stuff. She said a lot of stuff about R. Kelly. She has said a lot of lies about R. Kelly, thinking that he's in jail, he cannot speak for himself. Right? I mean, like, Aaliyah is no longer with us. And then R. Kelly is in jail, so they're like the perfect people to pretend like you are their love child. And then be like, oh, well, no one will be able to check into things or look into things or know anything. R. Kelly is in jail. And then she'll like, oh, well, anyone can sue me. So anyways, I would actually love for anybody that's like she's adding to her lies to speak out or actually sue her. But I doubt it will happen, just wishful thinking, right?
Suspicious.
Broken, so I stand with my niggas. Showed up to every shootout, but I ran for my feelings.
I was very young, 2001, no, 2002, I think. And I think that was a lot.
My sister, my brother.
Yeah, I was describing the parents I was raised with. So when I said my Zama and Nana, those were still parents my dad left me with. Well, originally, Nana was my nanny from my mom, but after she died, that's when we went to Rayburn. And because I used to remember my dad, R. Kelly being my dad, it just, for people around you denying it the whole time that he was my parent, my dad, because I used to refer him to my first dad before he switched to Nana, the Ghanaian man.
They going so hard.
The thing is, they put me.
They going so hard in the chat about not believing you, but I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
The more unbelievable when it comes to looks is Aaliyah, but if you would have just said R. Kelly,
yeah,
it'd be to me suspicious because I ain't gonna lie, there's a couple of angles, man. I'm like, I see she could have probably. But go ahead, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I know, but the thing is, we Black, so we all don't always look like our parents. We look different. And I can say what I got from my mom is from my lips and my eyes. Okay. That's similar to hers, but I look like my dad, R. Kelly. He put me in a family that when he left me there after his trial, he left me with the Ghanaian man, Nana, and his baby mom, which is my grandpa's baby mom too. So that was the role that they wanted me to tell people who was my dad, and them they was my mom.
Wait.
And for a while, I couldn't explain to them.
You said your daddy, R. Kelly, left you with somebody.
Nana.
And you said it was who? You said she was who, baby mama?
Michael. It's my grandpa Michael. He had outside his marriage.
And he your grandpa based on that. He whose father?
So my grandpa Michael had a baby outside his marriage, and after my mom and them died, he placed me with his baby mama's family. And that's where Nana came into it. He was originally the person I was watching when I was little. Lagena, I didn't really live with her that much, like in 2010, 11, but not really, so I was out to see her. But with Nana, he knew who my dad was. He knew who my grandpa was. and my grandma and my uncle. They visited Wayburn before when I was very, very young, in 2002, I think.
She having trouble keeping up with her own lives. Yes, she definitely is having trouble, child. Like she was getting lost the other day when she was talking about her uncle brother, like how she was explaining like how he's her uncle instead of her twin brother. She's all over the place. That's why it's best to tell the truth so you don't have to keep up with, oh, what did I lie about before? What did I lie about? The truth never changes. Lies, you have to keep on adding more lies, and lies constantly change.
And I think that was the last time I seen him, or 2003. So they is you know what they say, paid actors.
Yeah, what paid actors?
Nana was
a paid actor.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I know it sounds crazy, and I know it sounds delusional. That's why I'm doing a DNA test, because when I was younger, after my mom died, I was asking for her a while, and they said that she was gonna come to the new house on Wayburn. She never did, and then I seen her again on her music video, More Than a Woman video, and I'm like, okay, that's her. I wondered when she was gonna come, and then after she died, they just, kind of just switched from she's coming later, you know how she is, she's busy, to I don't know what you're talking about. So it made me feel like I was going crazy, because I knew who she was and I knew she was my mom. It just, nobody wanted to explain it to me what happened, because that would be a tricky subject to say that.
Why do you
yeah,
think?
she was
Why do
young.
you think the people who were in care of you are so secretive, even at this point? If that's the case, have they done something criminal?
They did. They broke the law, chick fraud, human trafficking. They even child trafficking as well. So that's where
when you say
it was
human,
easier for them to get blackmail.
when you say human and child trafficking, you talk in regards to yourself?
I think they let somebody did something to me. They drugged me.
So are you ever suspicious that going through that may be the reason why you're making such unbelievable claims, or do you really 100% believe it, or do you leave the
Okay, someone asked, when was this? This was 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, when she called in on to his channel, I posted his link in the chat. His YouTube name is Spider Lock Most Easily. Easty, I keep saying easily, Easty. So Spider Lock Most Easty is his channel name. I'll post it in the link for anybody who wants to watch the full video. But I'm only playing the part where Lagena called in, okay? I'm only playing the part where she called in, so let me go ahead and finish it.
room for the possibility you may be having false memories?
No, when I was growing up, I always referred to Kelly. Well, I didn't tell anybody because I know it would sound crazy, but I always referred him to my first dad before I got my second dad, which was Nana. The last time I seen him was, like, I know I keep saying this story, but this is the memories I do have, is when at school I heard that he did bad things to some girl, a little girl, and we was singing his song in music class, I Believe I Can Fly, and I was supposed to tell him that. And when he finally visited, I heard about a lot of things about him. So I don't know if I told him. I just remember the last time I saw him, and he was about to cry, and I already knew who he was. Like, they told me not to tell people, just like they told me not to tell people with my mom.
So
when I was growing up, I just remembered him, the last time seeing him, and I just remember like listening to his music and not wanting to listen to his music because it was kind of hard to, because nobody around me wanted to talk about it, or the siblings that I was raised around didn't remember or knew who I was talking about when I was saying my first dad, or he didn't come. And it just I remember vividly. So I used to just say, oh, R. Kelly's my first dad before he switched to Nana.
But you are aware that a lot of times when people suffer traumatic experiences, there is a phenomenon of false memories that can occur. Because how old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you, Lagena?
I'm aware of that.
How old are you, Lagena?
I'm in my late 20s. I think they gave me a falsified age just like they did Nana, because his age he's living by today is 2 years younger than his actual birth time. He said that to me countless of times. So I think they did the same thing to me. If you look in the picture that they say I'm 3 years old, I look 5 years old. And I don't have any baby pictures, so they said it burned down.
So you just...
And then when I tried to ask the second family for a DNA test, they didn't want to do.
In that picture, not all 3-year-olds look like they're 3. Okay, and there's some people that some kids are bigger, or some kids are actually smaller than what their age appears, or look younger than what their age is. Secondly, in that picture, it could be possible that you actually not actually 3, but maybe you were actually closer to the 4-year-old mark, so that would actually make you closer to 4. There's a difference between someone that just turned 3 and someone that's about to be 4 in like a month. That person is pretty much going to be 4. Okay, so there's also that difference. And y'all know, like, kids grow fast, and there's a difference between someone that from 3 to 4 that there can be like a growth spurt. So that's why I said that it has not year 98, but it doesn't say like the month, so we're missing out on that part. Yeah, but some people think that she has dissociative disorder. I actually thought about that too, that she has dissociative disorder. But then later on, some stuff did not add up for a dissociative disorder either. It did not add up because, like I said before, some things she talks about is kind of like planned, and like I said before, if someone has a delusion, they 100% believe in that delusion or that reality, and I don't really see her. I see her making plans or deliberate actions, and I really don't see it as dissociative. Now, I can see her as, like, before she was actually working a job in an online casino, and once she had that job, she loved it, and her identity online working for that job was Melanie. So while she was Melanie, she would switch her wigs up and she would pretend to be Melanie, but she knew good and well that she wasn't Melanie. That was just her job, and she would just pretty much go to work online on that casino and pretend to be Melanie and do her job as Melanie. So I think that actually gave her a taste of living another identity. So do I think that she has dissociative disorder, like it's like a real no, but do I actually believe that she is the type of person that tries to go viral? Remember, she said that she went viral 3 years ago. What for? She said on Twitter, what for? So she wants to have a viral moment. Okay, so I believe that maybe she wants to escape reality, escape her real life and real world, but that doesn't mean that she actually has to have the social disorder. It means that she just wants to take on a new identity so she can go viral and scam. Yeah, so she can go viral and scam. There's some people that don't have no dissociative disorder, but they go out here and pretend to be a doctor. They pretend to be other people in health professions. They pretend to be somebody they're not, but they don't have a mental disorder that's making them do it. They're just doing it because they want to make money off their occupation, off their identity, without actually having that real true identity. So that's what I call a scam. So let me know in the chat, do y'all actually believe that she probably has some kind of dissociative disorder, or she's just like that one black guy? It's one black guy, I can't remember his name, but he's constantly pretending to be a doctor, and he would actually open up like an office and pretend to be a doctor and everything, child. And that's just somebody that pretends to be someone they're not. There's some people that impersonate. I would say impersonation. I would call it. So do y'all believe it's a social disorder or just somebody like impersonating, like impersonation? Because there's a lot of people that impersonate like doctors, lawyers, police officers, and everything else to take on their identity so they can benefit off of that identity and profit off of that identity, go viral off of that identity, obtain a benefit. So impersonation, obviously, because someone wants a benefit from impersonating the other individual or occupation.
Do it, and then now they're lying and said that they did want to do it, and then I said let's do it in front of the public so everybody can see it, so they won't tamper it behind the scenes, because I know people have power to do that. And then they said no, and I'm not your sister, and I hope you have a good life. And then one of them just went back on the internet saying otherwise. But I can't. They don't want to do it, and I contacted them too. I contacted Nana. I contacted my half uncle. I contacted other people that I know I'm aware of, or some people from the Hawkins family or Kelly family. So. I know it sounds crazy.
Out of everyone, out of all the players, no one is friendly to your plight or your journey. No one is supportive. Not one.
No, when I was saying it a few months ago, they was brushing me off. They was like, are you sure it's not a past life that you lived in? And I'm like, the thing is, if people are hallucinating, they will hallucinate like they're either R. Kelly themselves or my mom Aaliyah. But I remember being their daughter. I remember them being my parents. So when I was saying this, like I started telling them around August or October, and then they was brushing me off, or they see my post online saying who my mother was. They didn't say nothing. They didn't say, oh, they don't never came to me. Oh, you think
I had myself on mute. But yeah, so I was on mute. So basically I was saying for that other comment, yeah, I don't believe that dissociative she has dissociative identity disorder. Yeah, because that is multiple personalities. She definitely does not have that. So yeah, she does not have that at all. Now, what she can have is impersonations and be like a con artist, because con artists, they assume different identities to do their con. They impersonate different people and do different things. So is everybody that ever took on other identities and lived as other people and everything else, is that somebody that has dissociative disorder, or someone that's escaping their own reality and taking on a new identity, impersonating other people, or just to get a benefit or to get the money or whatever else they need, a scam? So yeah, some people have mentioned that dissociative disorder. She was not a little girl when R. Kelly was indicted. What memory of his arrest as a child surrounding R. Kelly is she concocting outside of the lie about him dropping her off at her biological parents' home? Gotta take 5. That will take all day. And child, that would take all day to name all the lies. She has said so many lies about R. Kelly. She has told so many lies about him. So it's a lot.
Natural parents. And I remember this, a cousin of mine that came to me telling me about my mom, Aaliyah, how they drumped her and then they felt remorseful about that. And I remember thinking back on it, like how, because they did drump her in high school, and how they came to me like that they were looking so remorseful to me. And it's like certain situations like that, or is just the second sister will say, Nana raised kids that wasn't his own, and I'm like, what kids he raised wasn't his own. And he would tell me a story that he raised a girl that wasn't his daughter and a son that wasn't his daughter.
But
he told me that too.
They raised you as a loving, caring family. When you say trafficking, you weren't mean you were violated in any way, do you?
No, they didn't raise me as a
God bless.
loving, caring environment. I'm not with Nana. I was with Nana until, so after the last time I see my dad, I was with Nana all the way until 2007. So since then we moved to like probably 3 different houses or 4 different houses and 2 different schools. And after he left, then I was raised with my.
Okay, someone mentioned they think he has something else. Who left a comment? So Gigi says imposter syndrome possibly. No. That would be something else. That would be more like someone that believes that they're imposter. Like they might have like all the credentials, the education, the knowledge and know-how of something, but for some reason they have like self-doubt, or like internally they actually don't believe that they're as great or they are good enough to do what they've been taught to do. It's like you doubt your own, like you doubt your own skills and your own knowledge and your own talents. You believe like you can actually be surrounded by people and everyone knows like you're great at your job, but you feel like you actually don't belong there and you're actually just an imposter like in that position. It's kind of, I can't really explain it that well all the time, but that's something completely different. She is an imposter, but she doesn't have imposter syndrome.
His baby mama, which is my grandpa's baby mama people. So they shifted me around a lot, and I was the one that always had to go to different houses to live in.
Okay, and
so
shifting just a little bit. 619, I see you on there, caller. I'm gonna let you ask a question in a minute. How did you end up linked up with Jaguar Wright?
I reached out to her in January, but she never seen it. I went viral on TikTok, so they seen that I said something about Jaguar or wanted to meet with her because I felt like my life was in danger, and just given the things that happened to me when nobody knew about, or the things I was discovering within these years. And I knew it was a lie, that the secret that they was holding. So I was figuring out things, and then I noticed people was making attempts to end my life. So
have you?
And then they would say certain things.
Did you?
Yeah.
I was a question just caught my eye.
Mm-hmm.
So you talked about being separated from R. Kelly during the first trial that he went through, the public trial, right?
Yep, with the little video.
So like, he didn't get incarcerated till like a few years ago. Was you making any of these efforts through that period of time while he was out here?
The thing is, I didn't have no evidence, and I was still not trying to acknowledge him because I didn't make any efforts. I did reach out to his lawyer, and she said she's going to relay him some messages I said. So, it's pretty much that. The only thing I reached out to him about, because like I said, the last time I seen him was I think 2002. When I don't know if that was when his trial was happening. I just know he was in trouble, and they was talking about my dad, and they said he was a monster. And then the last time I seen him, he was about to cry after he left.
Okay, so this guy that I talked to on the phone, said that he knows about he said that he know that they are representing R. Kelly. Okay, so he knows that his law firm is representing R. Kelly, but he has no idea about this whole R. Kelly and Aaliyah love child scam that's going on. So anyone that ever works in the office, you know that this sort of thing will actually be spoken in the office, and especially like something like this will actually spread fast and easily. So for him to be in the office and not know about this whole thing, something tells me that she has not actually picked up the phone and called that law firm. Y'all tell me, anybody ever works in the office, like how could someone not know? Now I could say it was like a big company, like a big office space or whatever else, but for a law firm and that's like have R. Kelly's case, and then they say they never heard of this whole thing, make it make sense. So I'm thinking that she never actually called.
or before he left. And we ended up moving to a different place, and I haven't seen them since then.
To those in the chat telling me to ask her what year she was born, she already stated she feels as if her birth details have been fudged and she doesn't really know how old she is. She told a whole story about other people that were raised in her household whose age has been altered. So
yeah.
she already spoke to that
Because I
question.
went.
Caller from 619.
Yeah, I went through puberty early, and I was older than other kids. My body weight, or not my weight, but my I was growing older. Like if I was actually 2 years older, then that would be the normal range. I got it on my Facebook and also my IG. The pictures I posted with my uncle and my grandpa, and then pictures of me and my grandmothers. So it's on there.
I wonder.
And the thing is,
go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
Wait, where is it? So I want to actually clarify, because I don't know if you heard me say it before, but so I'm gonna go ahead and read your comments. As it's schizophrenia, manipulation, skewed view of reality, and past history, slight but not always obvious sort of social skills, is a chemical imbalance. Both can be true. She can be a con and have it. Yeah, that's why I always say two things can be true at once. I'm not denying that she doesn't have an intellectual disability, because she was in Special Olympics, and I looked it up, that for Michigan, for someone to be in Special Olympics, they have to have some level of intellectual disability. Now, as far as schizophrenia, there are some people that have schizophrenia and they can still do things that are deliberate, such as cons and scams, and it's up to, really, to be honest, for them to be evaluated before they're actually charged with anything, to make sure it's either A, schizophrenia and they have committed this crime because of a delusion or hallucination, or B, they committed this crime because it was intentional and for other reasons, and it had nothing to do with a delusion or a hallucination. So two things can be true at one. She has mental health issues, and she can still also be a con artist. That's what I do believe. So I do believe that she has intellectual disability because she was in Special Olympics, and that can be proven. Now, to what extent and what level, I don't know. To what degree? Now, does she have schizophrenia? I don't know, because I didn't really see her prescription medication. She said that it's something given to schizophrenics, but she said it also is something for anxiety. So I don't know the exact medication, because sometimes the same medication can be used for two different diagnoses. Now, as far as as far as her believing if she's R. Kelly and Aaliyah's love child, I don't believe this is part of her schizophrenia, her being schizophrenic, or any other mental health issue. Maybe escapism, like whatever, escaping her real reality, but that can also be intentional. And definitely not MPD or DID, dissociative disorder. Nope. Now, this is why I don't believe that this is part of her delusion. When someone has a delusion or truly believes in their new identity or their new reality, it becomes their new truth. And everything they do is they are living within that truth. Okay. She had one interview, and in that interview, she was asked the question about her, what will she do after she gets her DNA test results? And she stated that after she gets the first test done, she will say that she will need a second opinion, because the first one could have been interfered with or tampered with the results. Like someone could be trying to mess up things. So she would need a second opinion. And then she said, once she got the second opinion, if it still said, no, I'm not Aaliyah and R. Kelly's love child, and then I will now say, hey, I need to get mental health help, counseling, or treatment. So then I can determine, why am I having these memories then? Okay. So once she outlined her plan, plan for phase 1, 2, 3, or step 1, 2, 3. Once she outlined her plan, that told me that she had planned out her next steps for when she will stop having this delusion or this whole thing. So how can someone that's truly delusional plan when it will end? How can someone delusional plan when it will end? That they already have it in their mind, like I'm going to do this and then that and then this and then now I'm not going to believe it anymore. That does not make sense for someone that's delusional. It does not. And like I said, somebody can explain it to me how someone can plan when I'm going to stop being crazy. I'm going to plan when I'm going to stop believing in the craziness. So when she told me she had a plan, like step 1, step 2, step 3, and then I'm not going to believe this whole thing will go all the way. No, a person truly delusional is like, nothing will actually change their mind, because in their mind and their delusion, that's what they believe 100%, and ain't nobody going to sway them. And I can actually believe they'll say that the test was tampered with, and then they get a second one, that's tampered with, the third one, that's tampered with. Everybody's out there persecutory, like everybody's out to get me, and everybody is trying to mess with these test results to hide it. But she didn't say that. She said, I'm going to say deny it the first time, give her more time with a scam. The second, I'm going to get a second opinion. And then finally, I get treatment for the memories. So, yeah, like I said, now, if somebody out there can explain how somebody can plan their next steps to escape the delusion, and when their delusion, they know when their delusion will end, they can plan it out, then let me know.
I wonder the type of ancestry companies you call to check on your background, if they can do some type of research to tell you how old you actually are.
That'll be good if they can, actually.
I wonder what's go ahead.
Because I remember a lot of details, more details than I should as like 5 years old. But if I'm a few years older than that, then that will make sense. And I also said, Nana said he told me that he's actually 2 years older than what his birth certificate say or his social say, because he got a visa from here.
What do you just say to the general person that says you're a scammer? Get out of here with this bullshit.
You should be wary of some people online saying, claiming otherwise, but I'm not a scammer. This is my real life. This is it's people that sacrificed my mother to get her out the way. And it's also people that do things just like my dad do, that are out, or he knows too many things that will put them in jail or prison with him. So they use me as a bargaining chip to have over his head so he can be silenced. They been doing that for years. This is the reason why he's not being a whistle.
And actually, Margot, I actually love your, like, if you have, like, your sister, you say your sister is schizophrenic, right? So you will actually know a lot about this. And yeah, so I definitely would like people's opinion, like if they know about a lot about mental illnesses and they've actually had more experiences with someone with schizophrenia, and especially like when they have a delusion, and I guess convincing them of otherwise. Usually to me, when this happens, the person it's hard to convince them otherwise, that what they believe isn't true. And they actually like live in that reality of that's the truth. And like nothing you say is really going to change that. So for her to already like have these outlined steps and plans for when she'll stop believing it, it's like, okay, I guess you don't really need a treatment plan because you already have your plan set up. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. And that's not the only thing. It's her emails as well. Like I already spoke on before. It's always saying, sue me then, stay online. If you feeling some type of way, I have these emails from her too. So that's it's not just, it's these emails as well. It's like, it's like, I don't know. It's just too much going on. That's why I said, she's not, to me, speaking like someone with a delusion. She's speaking like a scammer. Like if you're feeling some type of way, sue me, say I'm lying, and this kind of stuff.
The blower and telling on nobody.
What do you do to sustain yourself as an adult? Because as you tell this story and as I talk to you, my mind automatically, I just view you as a child. I gotta keep.
I love to survive.
Yeah, I keep thinking. Well, like a kid.
the second family made it their business. I don't know if you heard the first girl that came out to try to be like, act like she was me. And they was talking about people was watching her and monitoring her, or they had control of her. It's true because they did that to me. So the second family was making sure that I was always in their grasp. So they wanted me to be like under their household, or they wanted me to live with them a lot. So they will intentionally try to put me off my feet just so I can go back to them. Like even now, they want me to go back to their house. They want me to be under them because they get paid for monitoring me. And that's how I was able to survive, because when I wanted to branch out, I recently did. That's how I was able to tell my story and my truth without them stopping me.
So where
and doing things to me.
Where are you located now? Like region wise, state, city?
I'm in Texas right now.
You still
with Jag.
You still in Jag? Oh, you still with Jag? How's she doing? What's the latest on her?
Yes. I was publicly acknowledged. She's been mentally institutionalized because of her husband. That's what they're telling me. And it seems kind of weird because they keep saying something about that she threatening them, and I don't think that's true. I think it's because of the warrant he put on her or somebody else. So I'm currently here now in Texas, and we just waiting on her and trying to do things to raise money for her.
Okay. Oh, you guys are raising money. You know that's
Yeah,
that's the red flag word around here associated with your campaign. Is raising money.
Yeah.
So what are you actually raising money in order to facilitate what type of support?
For our safety, her husband told the internet our location, so now people is gonna come looking for either her that had a problem with her or me, or people that have problems with my parents. They've been looking for me for a while, so it's just more of our safety. And because she's not doing certain things to obtain money like some people in the industries are, it will be harder to do it the legit way. And so it's just more raising money for that. Just for our safety.
That's pretty interesting. Safety funds for safety.
Yeah.
619 caller, are you on the line?
Yeah, FBI, I'm here, man. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. Welcome back. What it do?
What's going on with you, man? Look, it's a whole lot to unpack right here. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, just please be gentle, man. But go ahead and keep it a Google. You know where you at. Facts over feeling.
Oh yeah, man. You know me, man. You know I'm too. You know, for us to even go in a different direction, because I'm just gonna say this, man. I know. You know, in situations, sometimes when it comes to us as a people, we are quick to kind of bash or go into a different direction. And what I hear here is a young girl who was brought up without having the family structure that a lot of people have been, blessed to have in their lifetime, and to be able to have that type of, knowing who they are, knowing that type of love. So when you kind of been brought up in a situation where you've been always independent, it's always been you on your own, you against the world, you do long to find out who that family structure is. And at the end of the day, regardless of what everybody might think or anybody might think about the situation, I think she goes about the way she's talking about doing, as far as going through the DNA, finding out exactly, then we'll find out. You know what I mean? And regardless of, if it comes out to not be true, or whatever the case, hopefully still she will be able to find some type of connection to family, because when you do put yourself in that DNA database, they will connect you with your family like that.
Man,
you see what I'm saying? I think that's a big thing as far as being able to know who your family is and feel like you belong somewhere, because not feeling like you belong is not a good thing.
I couldn't have said it. I couldn't have said it no better.
And yeah, that's what I was saying before. I do agree that She's since her mother lost custody of her to because she was like using drugs or whatever, and her mother couldn't be around children, and then her father left when she was 12 years old. So she obviously like longs for like a family, and I believe that's why she took on. And also, she's a fan of Aaliyah. Like on her IG, she actually was drawing pictures of Aaliyah, and she would put hashtag fan, not daughter or anything like that. She would put hashtag fan, so she's a fan of Aaliyah. Now, she's not that much of a fan of R. Kelly. That's why a lot of times she shades him and talks about him. She's not really a fan of R. Kelly, but definitely of Aaliyah. Aaliyah. That's why she's doing this, and she just wishes that she had different parents, and she wishes that she had a different family than what she has. Let me check out some of these comments.
And you just took me to the thought of the fact that she's dual, been raised by or suspected to be African, and then the other side is American. And you think about our plight as a people of not really knowing where we came from. Her plight represents the plight of many of us.
Man.
And many of us are running around, and a lot of people are calling us like we are crazy. And a lot of people have done a lot of studying, link it to the fact that we don't know where we come from or who we are. So I have no mockery for her, no matter how ridiculous her claims may be, because to have those pieces of your puzzle absent or missing and be reaching to fill them with anything, and especially if it's not true or not factual, whether she believes it or not, something that ridiculous, my heart goes out to her, because that has to be a very lost place to be in.
Oh, definitely not. This is just my commentary now, but yeah, I agree that there's no excuse to scam people. There's no excuse to scam. I mean, to be honest, a lot of people have been hurt and experienced trauma, traumatic experiences, but that's not a justification or excuse to go out here and scam people for that reason. I mean, if that was the case, everybody would be a scammer, because I'm sure a lot of people have had traumatic experiences, at some point in their life. And a lot of times, even especially in childhood, because that's a vulnerable time period where you're relying on other people for your support and your care and everything else. So that's like a vulnerable time. So a lot of people were affected by things or traumatized by things in their childhood, but they did not grow up scamming people. So that's definitely not an excuse. Now, is it possibly a reason for why she's longing for a family? Yes, but is it a good justification or excuse or a way out? No. That's why she's right now trying to actually sell paintings or do other things to get money.
Absolutely.
It is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you are very articulate. You are very articulate,
really
Lagena.
sure.
You are very articulate. It's obvious you are not just a idiot. You're not a dummy. Someone allowed you to be exposed to some type of good upbringing, and I wish you the best. Like he says, regardless of how the tests come back, I hope you have, the strength, the courage to accept the results if they're not favorable to what you believe, and perhaps, it just leads you on the next step in your journey to locate, that foundation that you desire.
Yeah, I am, and I just want it clear because this is memories I do have, and I feel like I owe it to myself and my memories and my heart to go and pursue it. Because I know it sounds crazy. This was crazy to me even to feel like it or think it, but I think it is. I'm really sure it is. And it is from me growing up, being able to claim something and then now just not and being like that anymore because of my memories and them. Because it's like, when people get adopted, you think you are theirs and then you find out that you're not. And that did hurt me too.
I could imagine. Nate Ducasse says she has family. I watched the interview yesterday of them saying that they want her to come back home. She's saying that them people ain't really her family like that, and they do.
They're not my family. They're not my blood family. I call them family, even though they wasn't acting like family. Once I got myself out the picture, then I like thinking certain things. I stopped talking.
Okay, so the person must be talking about older interview, because I haven't seen any recent interviews of the family saying to come home. Now, there was the aunt and then the cousin on the panel before saying, well, the aunt was saying that, oh, well, she can come stay with me. But that was a while back. I haven't seen them on that channel anymore lately. And as far as Dominique, the sister that first petitioned for the first time for her to be committed, she has already said that she's done with her because of her attacking her when she's actually trying to help. And she already has tried the petition the first time. Now, someone in the comments did suggest like a different way that it should have been done the first time, but they didn't do it that way. So now she got released. Okay, she was in there and then she was released, and then that's on that. So she definitely is done. So a lot of times when we speak on family, we have to make sure that we make sure that they're individuals and that we treat them as individuals, because you can't like speak for everybody in the family. Some family members might actually want to help, and then others are just like, I'm done, or she's cut off. Because I know the cousin was upset with her, and also I know that the sister was like done with her. Now the aunt, I don't know where the aunt stands. I can't speak for her, but we definitely have to make sure we like separate the family members.
Talking to them for like a year or two already, because it was certain things they was doing or secretive things that was morally not right with me. So I backed off from them, and then I was able to discern the truth without them being in my ear.
No, she's not.
They only want money. They only want their
I don't know
secrets.
if she's
And
pregnant.
even despite all this stuff, they know I am a bargaining chip for them. So that's why I don't trust them, because it's not a place of meeting somebody else. It's more of I don't trust them for being in that city, because it's certain things that they've done to me, even the state of Michigan, that they done to me. And
what do you
that
explain,
I don't know.
Explain the logic if you find yourself in that type of position. Explain the logic of going to link up with Jag, who apparently seems to be saying she's under the same type of threat. Like, when you want to go be low key somewhere and lay low?
No, when I was low key, I feel like they was able. They made attempts in my life, so that's why I want to be public, just so know in case they do get me or take me down or anything, that you guys know who to blame. Because now it's gonna make it harder for them. When people didn't know who I was, and I was just the secret child, they didn't know, so they could have been took me out if they wanted to. But now people eyes on me, so now if they was to do it, then you know where their finger is pointing back to.
That doesn't even make sense. Like, if somebody want to take you out, they would not even put you with a fake family. They would just not got rid of you. Why put you with a fake family if they actually wanted to take you out? Why not just get rid of you? Why put you with, like, keep you, like, that you stay alive? I have watched both commentary videos on Lagena and Jag, and I pray for both of them, regardless of the lies and clout. Yeah, I don't think anyone is wishing bad on anyone, but at the same time, people are just like, stop the scam. Like, Lagena, you're scamming. So it's not wishing bad on her, but it's just saying stop the scam. So yeah. And even like before, when Jag went to jail, I was saying that she probably is best for her to be in the hospital and not the jail. And when I was calling the jail, I kept on saying, trying to plant seeds, like maybe she needs to be in mental health help instead. So I definitely don't wish bad, but I also don't support scams for Miss Lagena. Okay. And Jag feeds into the delusion. Jag knows that she's not Leonard Kelly's love child, but she feeds into that. So she's also helping with the scam.
Do you mind speaking towards your mental health from the sense that your claims seem highly similar to Jag, and we see her predicament. So most people associate her predicament currently with the claims she made.
To mental illness.
Like they're like someone that makes those claims and then end up going through the struggle she's currently going through. They correlate that as like, okay,
Yes.
it makes sense. So how do you separate yourself from being someone that's that imbalanced while making the same level of extreme claims?
From what happened to me is my own experiences. When my website got taken down, then somebody messed with hers. She got sent to a mental institution. Then I got sent in there, and it goes from my life being in there.
You've been
for them 8 days.
You got sent to one as well for 8 days.
Yes. So after I went viral on February, I believe 4th or 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Yeah, I think on the 3rd. 3 days later, they put me inside a mental institution. The judge passed it off. He signed it quickly, and the nurses, the doctors, psychiatrists all said, "How did you get in there? You didn't harm yourself, and you didn't harm nobody else. So how did you get in here?" My psychiatrist asked my social worker, "So what did the judge want me to do with her? Because she didn't harm herself, she didn't harm nobody else. She just inherited. The judge signed it off." And like I said,
they put you in there based
officer came in my house to take me away.
They put you in there.
Now, can I ask a question?
Go ahead, please.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, and I have a real big issue with that. I have an issue with, when they call themselves wanting to, what's the word, the term that they use?
Commit.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Spider. Yeah, commit you. When they want to commit you, right?
Yeah.
When they want to commit you, did they force you to take any type of medications or drugs while you were in there? Because I know I hear that.
Yeah.
I've never been there, but I've heard that people, when they go in there, you don't have a choice and you have to take these things.
Yeah, and in our right handbooks, you cannot refuse treatment. So if they give you any kind of medicine, you have to take it, or you're gonna be there longer, or you can be there longer. So I had to take my medicine, even though I wasn't diagnosed, even though I asked would it mess with my real memories. So they had me started on a medication within 30 days, a schizophrenic medication. And the only reason he gave it to me because after he couldn't figure out what to do with me, he said, "Is it something you want me to do for you?" And I said, "Yes, can you help me with my anxieties?" So he said, "I'm prescribing you some pills to take for your anxieties." And it turns out being a schizophrenic medicine. And I said, "I'm not schizophrenic. And if I do take this, would it mess with my memories, my real ones?" And they said no. So I'm like, I'll take it. If it helps my anxiety, that's fine. But if it's not going to change my memories, I'm not going to change it. And it didn't change my memories. I was still talking about them. And I still remember. I just got more calmer. My mind was focused more. And I was not anxious anymore. So I had to take it. And then by the 5th day or 6th day, I was getting agitated. I got agitated a little bit because I was in there for no reason. From the paper that they let me see, that the petition that they stated me, and it's for saying claiming a dead famous singer as her mother for rambling about money laundering and human trafficking, and she didn't get no sleep. That was Dominic DeJesus put me under, petitioned me for. The judge signed me in. So it wasn't for committing suicide, trying to commit suicide. It wasn't harming nobody else. It's because of my First Amendment, my freedom of press. The judge was paid off, and then they sent me in there.
But you haven't
3 days after going viral. After
you haven't been committed to the hospital since you linked up with Jag, have you?
No, and that was my first and only time being ever committed. Is after I went viral.
And you went viral by just claiming who your parents were?
Yeah, I did that, I believe, on February 3rd. I've been saying this for months online. I didn't have the reach. And then I'm like, well, TikTok is kind of, the R word. And people might talk ish, but at least people want to hear my story. And they're going to, at least I feel safe there because they can't just send people to my house no more. The day I was about to I was going to leave for a Jag, some guy popped up to my house, a pest control guy that I seen one time before then. He just all of a sudden came. And somebody broke into my house too after I got out. So they stole my equipment.
Back at home or in Texas?
Back at home. That's why I didn't feel safe there. They stole my lease agreements that I got from my my landlord, and they stole my podcast equipment. They stole my spiritual paintings, spiritual frames that I keep for my spiritual practices. And it seems, and they stole little objects too. So I had to make a police report for that one. And then they told me that it was probably somebody I knew. So I gave two people my keys, the one that turned me in and my half uncle.
Do you mind describing what your spiritual practices are?
I'm more of a spiritualist, so it was my Orishas, Yoruba practices. So Nigeria practice spirituality where you practice, like Oshun or Shango. I don't know if you know what they are, but it's a Yoruba practice. So I had those honoring them, and then the next thing I know, all of my friends of them, it's gone on my house.
Wait a minute. So she basically was just telling people that she was charging $1,000 for an interview for an hour. And she actually calls in to a show and does an interview for free. Girl, I don't know who you said you had a social media manager. I don't know what's going on, but I bet Jag will be like, wait a minute, you did an interview for free? But guess who else does that? Jag. Jag hops on panels or does things, and she does for free. So like, how y'all gonna be earning money for interviews if y'all always doing interviews for free? I'm just saying, like, people are just gonna wait for y'all to speak. Now, I ain't trying to tell you how to run your Scamadelphia and your little networks and everything else, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm charging for interviews, my mouth is gonna be on mute until I get some coins. Run me my coins, run me my money, and then I run my mouth. But my mouth is gonna be shut until I get the money. So he done switched this over from that one call talking about the cable guy hookup to a full-on interview. I was expecting just that question, but it's a full interview.
So some of my painting equipment, my podcast equipment, and also my lease agreement. And I'm not sure what else they stole. I couldn't figure it out because it was messed up and ran through.
So you're a podcaster as well?
Yes, I have a podcast. Go Louder Listen.
And you're an aspiring singer?
Yeah, recently now I'm an aspiring singer. I didn't see the appeal in it at first. But I am an artist. I do.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. So you're saying this is one of Jag's friends she's talking to. That would actually make more sense to why it was free. But if he ain't my friend, he's still gonna be charging. He's still gonna be paying. I mean, but anyway, but I'm still saying, like, she's still like putting all her stuff out here for free. So like nobody's gonna buy the cow to get the milk for free.
Draw and paint.
You don't seem to have a shy bone in your body.
Shy?
Yeah.
I'm introverted, so.
Does that?
Or I just go with my mood. It's not.
Well, can we ask you to sing something for us? Somebody says you claim to be Mo3 spiritual advisor.
What do you say?
Somebody in the chat said ask her about her claims of being Mo3 spiritual advisor.
I'm not a spiritual advisor. I do advise people that need guidance from me because people do like to ask me for that, but I'm not really a spiritual advisor. I didn't do the necessary training for that, so I can't claim that.
But they threw Mo3. You know who Mo3 is?
No, actually.
Mo3 is a rapper. He was an artist from Texas who got lost his life due to gun violence that was partially videotaped. The incident, I believe, at least the aftermath, it was big news on the internet a couple years back. And she said that you claim to be his spiritual advisor and you don't even know who he is. That's why you can't believe everything everybody say about you, Lagena. You don't even know who Mo3 is, huh?
No, I don't. and I'm rest in peace to him.
They say she got a
Yeah,
whole.
y'all. I'm not his spiritual advisor.
She say she got a whole podcast.
Unless
They say you got a whole podcast about it. And this one of my Blue Wrench mob. This one of my peoples up in here. That's the only reason I'm giving her what she's saying so much attention, because this ain't just a regular random person in here making these claims. She on your bumper hella hard. But go ahead, give us some of them bars though. Let me relax a little bit and enjoy this.
Oh my gosh, like, woo, y'all, this is crazy. Nah, he is messy and he's calm with it too. Like, nah, that's what you like. He's real calm with his mess. He already knows she cannot sing. This is so messy. And like, how you gonna relax and you know she can't sing? Like, boy, nah, Lord, I knew I was messy, but child, I would not even say like for her to sing because it's like that's messy. Anyway, y'all get ready. So trigger warning, if your ears are highly sensitive, what you're about to hear might make your ears itch or like hurt your ears. So that's just a trigger warning, okay? She thinks she sounds like Aaliyah when she's singing. I don't know. But here we go. Now, this is a mess. Messy. He done lit up his blunt. You play too much.
Lagena? Yeah, you ran her off, Nate, dude.
Can you hear me?
So I can hear
Hello?
you. Yeah, I can hear you now. It's time to do your thing. It's on you. I thought you let her run you off.
I'm a little nervous. But I don't think.
Oh my God.
Let me see what song.
If you're too nervous, I ain't gonna force
How
you.
could the one that gave my heart to break my heart so bad? How could the one that said I love you say the things you say? How could the one that was so strong just tell me why? Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Did you want more? Or?
Yeah, we want some more. Give us some more.
Oh my gosh. Woo. This is so oh my gosh, this is so messed up. Woo. Why he did that? And he look at his smirk like, oh my oh my gosh, I am dead. Oh my gosh, I thought I was messy. Woo. Oh my gosh, I thought I was messy. I'm crying, y'all. I'm literally crying. Oh my gosh, I thought I was messy, but woo, this is messy. Now, why you had this girl on his side? Why you out here? Oh my gosh. This is so messy. Woo! I can't. Yeah, I got tears in my eyes right now. This is so messy. Like, why would you have this girl on here singing? You know, good and well, she can't sing. Woo! Now you are messy. Woo! But I love messy though. I love messy. But woo, child. Okay, let me push play. Woo! I wasn't ready. I was not ready. I'm gonna have to replay this. This is mess. Woo, child. Woo, Lord. And she gonna need a lot of vocal lessons. And to be honest, whoever that vocal coach is just a scammer too, because they know good and well there's no hope. There's no hope for this voice, no hope for improvement, no changes can be made. And they're still collecting those coins so they can go shop at Walmart. I'm in Target. I'm just saying. Woo, child.
That was my mother's song. I guess I'll sing my own.
You got some.
Even on. Can you give me that chance? Can you risk it on? Well, I'm looking at you in suspension. When your attention, would you make an effort?
I heard something about. I seen something on the internet about you possibly taking some voice lessons.
Oh my gosh, I was cutting out. Woo! Oh my gosh, woo! And now he going in for the kill. Now he going in for the kill, talking about, oh, I heard somebody in there said I heard somebody in there talking about, oh dang, I can't even. Woo! He said taking voice lessons. Nah, you play too much. You play too much. He gonna go right after she was saying like a damn dead horse. And it's not a dying horse, like dead. Like the horse just like, I don't know. And purgatory, I don't know, child. Anyway, let me play this. Woo, child, I'm about to play this again later.
Yes.
When I meet niggas, it wasn't no starstruck because I'm that nigga in that regard. So I knew there was always an element of them that can't fuck with me. And I knew when it came to bars, the majority of them couldn't fuck with me. So the fact that I was around somebody,
Wait. I done skipped past it.
Can't believe I'm around.
Child, I done pushed the wrong thing. I done left my part where I was at. Child. Hold on. Hope this transcript is working, child. Wait. Oh, child. This is a mess. But I love it. I love it. Messy, hunty, messy. Woo. Hold on. Child, where was I at? Oh, here we go. Woo! Thank God for transcript, child. Okay, so I got it. I got the part. All right.
I heard something about. I seen something on the internet about you possibly taking some voice lessons.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I am. I feel like it was probably something I wanted to do as I was a child, but it's a passion that I kind of want to do now, so I'm pursuing it, and maybe it's something else I love too.
All right. Anything you want to leave my listeners with? We have some other subjects we was gonna fuck with. I'm gonna get into them. I appreciate you for tapping in. I know we supposed to have been did it, but I appreciate you for staying persistent and staying at me. We finally got it in. Because I don't want this to turn into something.
Yeah, you finally did.
Yeah, but I don't want it to turn into something that it ain't. And they having a lot of fun in the chat.
Yeah.
And
I know,
maybe,
but that's their entertainment. They have to get out their normal day, everyday life and laugh and mind. But this is still the life I have to, and I understand.
But
like,
do you realize?
The thing is,
do you realize?
I do.
Do you mind? Do you realize or mind that you are providing entertainment that it's very entertaining. Like if it's like, damn it, you take it like. I gotta applaud your thick skin because you don't seem to react to it whatsoever.
Woo, child. Yeah, it definitely is entertainment. That's why I told y'all like a few videos ago. I'm like, I see this as entertainment at this point. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna hide it. Entertainment. Yeah, and that was highly entertaining. Yeah, says thanks for the love. Says yeah, thanks for the laugh because everybody needs to go laugh. Like y'all enjoyed that, right? Woo, I was not expecting that. Like, woo, that was woo. When you asked her the same child, that gave me my life. I'm definitely gonna rewatch that part. Now that was messy. Like, so yeah. But I love it. Yeah. So yeah, y'all make sure I dropped the link. I dropped it early and I dropped it now. So check out his channel. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hilarious.
It's because I've been through real life situation. People around you, your closest people around you could hurt you the most versus somebody you didn't know or a stranger. So people that, if it was probably people I knew, then maybe it will hurt me, but it's not. I'm not.
All right, somebody sent me a video. I need a timestamp, Nay. I just clicked the link because they sending me. I think this is the video where you're supposed to be speaking on Mo 3. See, it's turning into something I wasn't looking to do. But we gonna give me a timestamp. You gotta show me where the video, what part of the video it is, Nate, where it start. It's only a 4-minute video. Hold on. You on the hot seat. This is the black box. It's facts over feelings. I don't know if you did your research. We keep it at Google. And feelings, we don't utilize them in here. Even though we respect everybody's feelings, we leave them at the door when we come in the black box. So let's see what you have said. It's a 4-minute video. It ain't that long. We can listen to it in real time. With Lagena Gold, the alleged self-proclaimed love child of the legendary late Aaliyah and R. Kelly. What you know about that, y'all? And she
Oh my God, he played too much. Oh Lord, don't play on a little name like that now. Woo! Oh Lord, woo! That introduction though, nah. We with the girl that's confused. We have your mom on here, Zama Franklin, your father, Nana Owusu, not Aaliyah, child.
He has an unwavering story of being moved around by a family that's not really hers, and she's been making viral moments on the internet for quite some time. Let's see.
Because he's the older guy who claims to be the daughter of Aaliyah and R. Kelly, better known as Lagena Gold or Love, as she calls herself, is about to tell us about her biological family, her real family, and her childhood, the way that she was brought up. Stay tuned.
Oh, this ain't the right video. I ain't gonna do you like that. I thought this was the Mo 3 video. Now you got me on the wrong shit. I'm not trying to shoot holes in her story in general. You said the Mo 3 thing, that was something random, and she didn't I'm not here to tear her down and challenge her. That was a video that was already produced on that spirit. I thought you had something to do off the side, a sidebar. You dig a lot? That's you speaking about your family. Are you familiar with that video, Lagena? Lagena, you got it on mute. What you doing?
Hello.
She keep doing muting the phone.
Hello. No, this phone is acting up.
What kind of phone you got?
It's a T-Mobile phone actually. I think it's a new type of phone. I just got this a few months ago. Or maybe it's bugged. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. But I don't know who Mo is. I just looked him up where it was, and I don't ever remember mentioning him. If I did, and I probably didn't know who I was talking about, but I am spiritual, and I am people, the dead do talk to me, like through my dreams, but so I don't think he ever did that.
So how long have the dead been talking to you through your dreams, and what type of things do they tell you?
I had a dream about Tupac and Nipsey Hussle before he died. He told me somebody is snitch, and Nipsey Hussle said a word. It was like a week before he died. It was somebody from Compton or California that's a snitch. So it had police had something to do with Nipsey Hussle stuff, or somebody snitch did.
Is that the only?
But I guess it's been confirmed.
Is that the only dream?
Tupac came and rescued me in my dream. Like it was like an alley or a group of people.
Hold up. Don't bring Tupac in there now. No, that's not what we not gonna do. That's what we not gonna do. Okay, we're not gonna bring Tupac into this. We're not gonna bring Biggie into this. You already brought Nicki Minaj in here and Bernie Mac. Like, let some people RIP and RIH. Just stop. Okay. So shout out to Elaine Oliver. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting my channel. It says best live ever. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. Everybody else, you can support my channel for free just by hitting that like button. And y'all, okay, why y'all call my phone? Okay, so I should turn this off. But anyways, I've had fun, but I'm gonna have to get out of here. Let me turn this off. So I've had fun, but I'm gonna have to get out of here after a few more minutes. I'm gonna post a link again to his video. So if you watch his full video, check it out on his channel and watch his full video. And I will have to finish all the other videos because y'all know Lagena talks slow, and I still haven't even finished all the videos. It's still other videos I have to review of her video today. So we will have to come back. I will have to come back later and finish. Okay, so I'm gonna post this link in the chat. But I enjoyed y'all's company. I really do enjoy your company. Make sure y'all hit that like button now. Hit that like button. That's the link to this video. You want to watch the full video. I'm going to play a few more minutes, and then we will have to come back for the other video. And if the lawyer calls me back from that law firm, I will let y'all know the response. And I also will email the law firm all the information because they might just Google it and find it. But just in case, I'm going to email them all the information. So we will see if someone actually responds because we are messy and we want some mess. We want people to respond. All right. Now, if R. Kelly responded, ooh, that would actually be juicy. Or actually like a statement from the law firm even. Let me go to this. Shout out to, let's see who it is. Let's see. Yeah, I will be back later, but I have to go now. Shout out to Maya for the Cash App. I appreciate you. Thank you, girl, so much for supporting my channel. She says, for love the content. I'm glad you love my channel. And I welcome new subscribers. So we definitely will be back later on today to finish this up because there's still more stuff.
But guys, so I don't know if they were showing me somebody else's that he did for somebody else because I just heard somebody's story about it, but now, I can say that they do. He's not the only one. I just can't remember surely.
I can't help but notice.
And I know I sound crazy. Yeah.
I can't help but notice that you claim to be the child, not just someone who doesn't know their parents that's been lied to, but you claim that your parents are these big, elaborate superstars. And then you say you're spiritual and the dead visit you. And even when it comes to the dead that visit you, it's not your auntie, your cousin, your best friend. It's these big superstars. Like you don't notice something ironic in that?
The thing is, I wondered why they were specifically counting me, but if you had like a child and that was spiritual, and I think my in the future I'll be able to help a lot of people in the industry. So I think I was fitting.
Has Aaliyah ever come to you?
No. I think I dreamed of her once, but it was in a limo. And I don't know if that was a memory or not, but
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that Aaliyah is your mother, but you only had like one dream of her ever, and then the rest were just memories? Okay. I don't know. This girl. Anyways, I don't like how she brought Tupac into this. Anyways, y'all, I will see y'all later. I already posted his link to his channel, and make sure you check out his channel and subscribe. I see a lot of you have already, and I will see y'all later on today. I have to go. And someone asked me, was that the lawyer? No, if that was a lawyer, I would have answered it, y'all, and let y'all be nosy because I know y'all nosy and messy. So if that was a lawyer, I would have answered the phone, but it's not. But I'm going to return the phone call, and I have to get offline. So I will see y'all later. Bye. And make sure y'all hit that like button on your way out and come back later on when we finish this up. Bye.